Hello, hello. Let's continue from where we left. Continue. Now, what we have to do here? Dar Gunner Megamix. What is this? Playback need, either in your room or find one in a pawn shop. Okay. We can do that right now. It's on the top of the list for today. So, just go to our room. Oh, we have to. Okay. We cannot enter our room during the day. We have to, only during the night. Oh, wait. Nothing on the front page rings a bell. Strange. Okay, sure. Okay, so last time we talked about with Razia about some stuff, and we confronted Titus right after. Let's see what we have to do next. Ask Leslie about the dead man. Ask a little later when she has collected herself. Okay, we can do that tomorrow, maybe? When she's all calmed down, right? Ask Leslie about Sunday night. She must know something. Okay. About Maybells. Okay. We can do this right now. Why not? Oh, but it's 9 p.m. Oh my god, so much stuff. Um, yeah, the smoker. Okay, let's go there first. I think we could do that like on Monday already, but I completely forgot to do that on Tuesday. So let's get that out of the way first. Then around here. Now I remember the door that I missed last time. I did not see that at all somehow. Here on the left. Okay. Oh, there he is. Okay. A maroon glow of light pollution rises from the east. Iridescent traffic. Night is falling on the city. Okay. Good to know. Good to know. Let's. Oh, shit. Of course, I've thought about quitting, but for what? He's mumbling to
Marie,
himself.
you found me.
The young man on the balcony gives you a bright smile before taking another drag from his cigarette.
It feels like a Friday. He seems to be in a good mood tonight.
Oh yeah, today's Friday as well. Cool.
And his shirt is still unbuttoned.
We got your hints. Found the key right under that stone.
Beautiful.
That was right on the first day. He replies, smiling. As he looks at you, something sparkles in his eyes.
So tell me, are you here to make things right again?
Right again. Honestly, I'm just trying to not screw anything up. Yeah, same. I'm not going to make things just right. I'm going to make them spectacular. This is very, like superstar cop thing to say. Ignore his question. I was hoping to talk possible witness. Honestly, I'm just trying not to screw anything. Yeah,
Beautiful.
that's okay. Nearby, a street lamp casts shadow in his chin, drawing out the slender
I
cheekbones.
have some good news for you. My Sunday friend is visiting me tonight. I told him about you and he'd like to say hello. Step in. He's already waiting.
Oh, okay. Um, is it Friday tonight? It feels like Friday. Why would want to meet your friend? Very well, I'll talk to him. But first, I want to talk to you. I have so many questions.
That's nice, but I don't have anything to tell you. It's my friend you're looking for, not me.
What makes you say
He
that?
takes another drag of his unfiltered cigarette and looks around. It's getting dark, and the neighboring windows have lit up one by one. Downstairs, a cat crosses the yard, disappearing into the bush.
Besides, I've got to run.
He's going to leave you alone again. That's sad. Something tells you you're never going to talk to an individual this cool or mysterious ever again.
Go if you must. I don't care. I don't care about people leaving me all the time. But I just found you again.
Just look at it. It's a beautiful night. Who's going to stay in on a night like this?
He's right. Only losers go to bed early. Time to break out the booze. A man
Electro.
on high heels stumbles out
Don't
of a
start.
basement club. Music blasting over the entire district. It's chilly, and as the chemicals hit his nervous system, 1,000 shivers ripple through his body.
Only if you promise that we'll talk again. It's important. Alright, go then.
Take care, alright?
Okie dokie. For slipping into the night. There's something so different about him that I just can't put my finger on.
Different, of course.
There's just something so mysterious about the way he talks and moves.
Something so mysterious about the way he talks.
Very mysterious.
Very.
He's barely holding it together. It's all he can do to keep from bursting out in laughter.
Come on, detective, let's go. We've got a potential witness to interview. His Sunday friend, remember?
Okay. I don't know. I have no idea. Let's see. Quarterly business magazine. Empty ashtray. Okay. Okay, nothing too suspicious. Flyers underground parties. Dates for open lectures at a local university. Ooh. What the hell? Party Dragons Silk Robe. +1 drama and electro. I'm not versed in those perks, so no photos, some apartments, okay. Ooh, the music. Ominous. Excuse the canopy belts made of metal. Okay. We got a hat. Alright. Buckets of paints on a layer of old newspapers.
Officers of the Revachol Citizens Militia.
The man in business casual removes his cufflinks.
You shouldn't be seeing him in an intimate setting. For some reason, you feel this man is your superior. Superior, but he's not in the command chain. His hands are clean and well manicured. This is a man who knows the importance of appearances.
My name is Charles Vildrouin, and I am an official with the coalition government.
Oh,
I
shit.
work for the Institute of Price Stabilité on assignment from Sur-la-Clé.
Mhm.
I heard you talking to my friend outside. Very good. Super. I am here to assist you in any way possible. Ask me about the hanging.
No, first ask an innocuous personal question to get the interview off on the right foot. Yes, make it clear you're the one setting the terms here.
Okay. Before we go on, I absolutely have to inquire about this wonderful canopy. Yes. Wonderful. Before we get to that, tell me where you got this beautiful silk robe from.
Oh, we got it from an atelier in the East Delta Commerce Center. Personally, I think it's a little culturally insensitive, but the material is great. Sadly, the shop is now out of business. That's really all I can tell you about it.
Colère sweeps in from the
That
balcony.
didn't work at all. The lieutenant takes out his notebook and nods to you to proceed.
Okay. You actually witnessed the
I'm
lynching?
sorry to say I did, officer.
This is just the break we've been looking for. Is it because you did it? Start from the beginning if you don't mind.
Officer, it's very difficult to describe what I saw that night. It was so surreal to me, like in a play.
Of
What
course.
do you mean, like in a play?
Here we
It
go.
was just so strange. I could barely
He's gonna talk
comprehend
in
what was
riddles. Okay.
happening. I was on the
Sure.
balcony when it happened, getting some fresh air. I remember that first they came in, carrying what looked like a body. And then I saw all the surrounding windows go dead, one by one. That's when I understood. I should not be seeing this.
Sounds like the victim was unconscious, or at least incapacitated. Interesting.
Who were they? Can you describe them? How many of them were there? What
I
happened
went back
next?
inside.
Because we already know
Were you
the
able
other
to see anything from inside?
answers. So, were you able to see anything from
Officer,
inside?
the yard was pitch black. There was nothing to see, but I could still hear their voices. They were threatening to kill that poor man.
Were they men, women?
All men, I presume. But again, I couldn't see very clearly.
Yeah, we know this isn't true because there's a woman.
But we are fairly certain
The
the
eight
lady driver was present.
RD boy, or RD girl in this case. Are you sure at least one of them wasn't a
It's
woman?
possible, officer, but I cannot say with certainty. It was very dark, you must remember.
Okay, what happened next?
Well, that's the strangest part, officer. Nothing happened. It was oddly quiet for a public lynching.
What do you mean nothing happened? They lynched the guy.
Eventually, their shouts died down, and that was all. There were no gunshots, no celebratory shouts, no anything.
Mm, Why didn't you call the RCM
You're
then?
right, of course. That is what one is supposed to do in such circumstances. I was simply in shock.
Okay, he was in
I'm
shock.
afraid I don't have anything else to add.
Alright.
About what time was all this happening, approximately?
All I can say is that it was late.
Okay, so this lines up. So let me get this straight. You didn't actually witness the yanking itself, did you?
No, I didn't see the corpse until the following day.
Okay, those are all my questions. Thanks for your time.
Of course, anything I can do to assist the RCM.
We already knew all of that, so this wasn't very helpful. What's an official like you doing in
The
Martinaise?
coalition is only looking out for the price stability. Inflation is a killer, like a heart disease blocking the normal circulation of the economy. It must be controlled. The economy impacts the entire international community, which is why it requires international oversight.
Okay. But what are you doing here in this apartment?
Well, I'm renovating it. It is an interesting project. The building used to be a 12-story skyscraper before the cannons took the top 4 stories off. This, of course, happened when the coalition forces landed here. You could say I'm undoing some of the material damage the international community caused when we arrived here.
So you're some kind of bureaucrat.
Yes, as I said before, I am a commissioner from Sur-la-Clé
Right.
working for
Yeah,
the
yeah, we know
Institute
that.
of Price Stability. La Communauté Internationale is what Revacholians colloquially
International
call
community.
the coalition. In other words, the nations that stopped the disaster of the revolution.
Gotcha. What is the price stabilité?
It is the most important thing.
That doesn't tell me
It's
anything.
the central goal of any sound monetary policy. Maintaining the price stability is essential to maintaining high levels of economic activity, which is essential for maintaining high levels of employment, which is essential for maintaining the social...
Basically,
Okay.
it makes sure the price of bread doesn't change.
Mhm.
Précisément. Too much inflation, bread becomes too expensive. Too much deflation, it becomes too cheap for
Too
bakers to
cheap,
produce.
yeah.
That's why the Institute of Price Stability works to keep inflation just below 2%.
That is fascinating, but I wanted to ask you
But
something
not
else.
too far below. No. Too below is also bad. Below, but close to 2%.
You're not asking my questions at
The
all.
coalition believes in the importance of informing the public about the benefits of the price stability. Transparency is one of our principles. Would you like an informational pamphlet?
I don't care about this stuff, but sure, I'll give
A
me a
sound
leaflet.
monetary
Yeah,
policy
sure.
is essential for addressing uncertainty.
Probably gives me a bonus or something.
Stability is the raison d'être of the moral interne.
Okay,
It's the reason why I identify as a moralist.
the reason of being, right?
But
Moralist.
oh, I don't have my leaflets on me today. That's too bad.
Oh, okay.
You can always call our information line. Making information
Um,
available is part of the moral intern's commitment to transparency.
I've heard about this moral intern before, but I want to know more.
It's the International Organization for Moralists, hence Moralist International. The Institute of Price Stability is just one of its many mind babies.
So,
As is the coalition.
okay, so what I'm hearing is that we're moral intern bitches.
Doing one's job doesn't automatically make one anyone's bitch. Besides, there are more nefarious powers to work for than the moral intern.
Are you a
But
a
of
moralist?
course,
But why?
because moralists believe in a normal, stable world governed by democratic values.
Lieutenant, are you a moralist?
Me?
You've managed to catch the lieutenant off guard, but only for a moment. He quickly recomposes it.
I'm a lieutenant of the RCM, dedicated to maintaining law and order in Ravachol.
That's my Kim. Let's go.
A very moralist answer.
The lieutenant is practiced in the art of putting on a show for one's superiors.
But what is a normal, stable world?
The Occident is part of the normal world. Oranje, sur la clé.
Martinez doesn't seem very normal or stable to me.
Martinez? No. Martinez is something else.
What about the rest of Ravachol? Is it part of the normal world?
Rivachol is generally difficult. It's led by an interim government, which means it hasn't yet achieved full democracy. But they are working towards it. You're all doing very well here, relatively speaking.
Moralism is the ideology of foreign occupiers. Ravachol must be governed by Ravacholians. Democracy is a meaningless sham. Oh god. It's like every time I talk to people, I'm choosing option D, none of the above. Is that moralism? That's kind of true. Honestly, this playthrough I haven't chosen like the option D that much, honestly. It's mostly just the above, like one or two. I don't think I'm a moralist. Moralism is an analogy for... But this time, I think I'm gonna go with 4.
Is this option D usually the most reasonable
Indeed, healed me
answer?
morale, nice. But I didn't need to, so... reasonable answer? Yes, everything else is super extreme. It's like I'm living in a bunch of lunatics. Yeah.
Sounds like you're a moralist indeed, my friend. Moralism is all about compromise and achieving the achievable. It's pragmatic, realistic, and level-headed. An ideology for doers.
Bonjour, Val. How you doing?
Are you a doer, my friend?
Welcome in
It
once
looks
again.
to me like you are.
We are listening to this
Now,
unbearable
enough of this
guy.
delightful political interlude. Was there anything else you wanted to ask?
Give me a lesson in politics that I do not give a flying fuck about. Enough business, let's talk about
Whatever
something
you
else.
wish, officer. Ah, my friend. My friend is a good young man. His family immigrated here from Kedra, and life has not been easy for him. But he understands the importance of education. He has taken his future into his own hands, and that's all that matters.
Okay. How did you two even become friends? He's talking about the guy that was on the balcony on the first day. And I completely forgot to check on him. So we're doing this on day 3 only. So, oh, you cannot see the day. It's probably not important. How did you two even become friends?
How did any of us become friends? Bad things happening on the Insulindian Isola? Oil platforms ablaze in the
Day
night?
3.
Civil wars lasting for years? Finally, the international community is forced to step in.
Okay. What are you talking about? No one's becomes friends that
Au
way.
contraire, it's how millions of people end up where they are, meeting the people they meet. It's how I came here, and my friend too.
You still haven't told me who he
Sorry.
is.
Who?
Your friend, the smoker on the balcony. We were just talking about him.
But I told you, officer. He's a bright young man here to pursue
Fine,
his
but what's his real name?
Officer, you have to understand. I can't give you his personal information. I'm sure you have your own methods and databases, right? Please don't put me in this situation.
Okay, so all you can tell me about him is that he's here to study the arts.
He's deeply enmeshed in the study of the fine arts, yes.
Which arts?
He's a truly free spirit. He likes all the arts. Perhaps graphic design, printmaking, who knows?
Oh, so
The
drawing
world
is his
open
passion.
wide
Right.
for a talented youth like him.
Mm-hmm. What are you doing in his apartment by yourself?
I'm just enjoying the view.
What view? It's dark outside.
Listen,
A baby is crying
Okay.
in the neighboring apartment.
Someone's baby is crying.
no, listen. The Insulindian Bay.
I was asking about your friend.
My friend comes and goes. I'm sure you've seen him around. He's a busy bee.
Man, this guy is stubborn as fuck. I had something in
I'm
mind.
all ears, officer.
Actually, I don't have. I'm done talking to
A
you.
moment, officer.
What?
Do you have everything you need from me? I'm afraid we won't have the chance to speak again once you leave.
Yeah, I think I'm good, thanks. I'm not going anywhere. I just wanted to have a look around this
Sure,
apartment.
go ahead. It's a beautiful space.
Okay, sure. Let me see if I missed anything hidden. I picked up some cool clothes. This and this. Wait, let me check how does this look on me. Oh my goodness, alright. Let me just put this on. Plus one logic. I don't have any other shirt. This one, yeah. Minus one authority. Yeah, fine. I'll keep the tank top for now. All of this is perfectly normal, a bit mundane if anything. Whatever you say, buddy. Let's go. Okay, so, oh, shit. It's 10 p.m. and I think we can end the day because I don't think there's anything else to do here. At least not right now. Find a murder weapon. Find a working fire team. Firearm. What fire team? Firearm that shoots 446. Okay. We'll put the clothes in the trash. Find smokes and smoke them. Okay, this is not important. Oh, we can talk to the war veteran. Or playing petanque. But being nighttime, I doubt they are still around. They probably went to their homes, get some sleep. Yeah, they're not here anymore. Okay, we'll have to do that tomorrow. And spirited chirps and clicks swallows fill air. Okay, what is this? Slush and rain almost washed them off. Alright. Okie dokie. Okay. Missing insects case. Local kids might know. Spirit is eternal. Right. Oh yeah, let's listen to this on our room. I think we can get in now. Let's quick save, of course. We cannot enter just yet. Okay, sure. Let's check on Clausier, of course. See if she has anything more to say. Or we can attempt opening this door.
The same small, heavy door.
It's physical instruments.
lock.
Okay. Let me put one more point in physical instruments. We are super strong now.
The same small, heavy door.
Surely this time, right?
In sight.
Fuck. This is the third attempt.
You
Still
give it
nothing.
Another.
Demolish the place.
I don't see how this is going to give new results. There must be another way in there.
Below, in the union box, was there something behind the window? You are a numb.
Okay. Oh yeah, the window. I completely forgot about that. I'm stupid. Hold on. Let me check one thing here. Let me check the bushes behind the cafe. Like the window should be like on this side, right? I don't think there's nothing. The sun melting snow, okay. Nothing important. Okay. Can I attempt this check again? This one?
Behind the dock
I can.
workers, a ceiling height. There's a yellow ribbon tied to one of the
Nice.
branches.
Okay.
Light yellow, faded with time. A tiny splash of color in the blackness of the thicket. Hanging from it, a bronze key.
Someone's hid a key in the bush. I need your guys to hand the key to me. Can you let me slide by so I can grab the thing?
I don't know about that. I'm comfortable here. Don't think any sliding would really help right now.
Sorry, fucko. Looks like you're gonna have to go bush diving. Good fucking luck with that. The Hawthorne's got a bitch of a bite.
I'm gonna enjoy the sighting.
With a loud thud, the old man stands up, pushes the window open,
Thank you,
grabs the
Theo.
key from the Hawthorne branch, and
Man,
slides it
these two
across
are
the table.
fucking assholes.
to
These
you.
three. Glenn, and Shanky.
The key is brass. Workshop spare is etched into its bow. The old man closes the window and sits back down in silence.
Come on, man. We were just having some fun. Where's the harm in?
I'm
Yeah,
tired
screw
of
you.
listening to your shit.
Man, Theo, what the hell? Thank you.
Don't thank me. I don't give two shits about your key.
There is a
Gotcha.
silence around
Alright.
this man's words. Unlike Titus,
Alright.
they're afraid of him. That's the type of respect he commands.
Does anyone know why this key was hanging? They probably don't, right? Look at the key in your hands. I wonder what door opens
It could open the door in the kitchen. The blue.
Yeah. Let's go.
You see, the key fits the dimple lock. It takes a bit of
Nice,
dust,
okay.
rises before you like mist. No, smells like engine grease and cut wood. A workshop.
Yeah, let's get in. Oh, the pinball machines, right? Let me see. A and B tied to the bush. Oh, okay. So this is a pinball white Diora in morning. All right. Franco-Nigerian. The theme is horses and swords. All right.
This small elevator is dimly lit by a bulb that's been glowing for ages. The latticed cage is open, inviting you to step inside.
Okay.
Smells of nougat and sweat. Your head brushes up against the ceiling. There is a control panel to your right, and just enough room for two people to fit in.
Okay, perfect.
The maintenance card under the control panel reads, Last maintenance, 10th July, 88.
Look at the elevator controls.
There are large rectangular buttons, monter, descend, and an international call for emergency assistance. That third one appears to be broken.
It says the last maintenance was in 88.
That it does. I say, let's brave it.
This elevator was last maintained in the future.
No, it was maintained in 88 of the previous century.
Holy shit, okay. So it's not a message from the future. That's disappointing.
If some form of time travel becomes possible in the future, I doubt its inventors will use it to repair elevators in Martinez.
I wonder what this elevator was used for.
Seems like a small freight elevator for transporting machinery. For that, it's pretty quaint.
He taps on a glittering light bulb. It's golden in the dark. Close the doors and go up. Let's go. Ooh. Small windows taped shut with black plastic. You can see outside. Parts. Alright. Futurism scheme. This is where they make the pinball machines. Ooh. Ah, this is actually pretty good. Pinball Maker's Codes. Empathy and eye coordination. Sweet. Let me see. Empathy and what does this give me? Shivers and okay. Okay, I'm gonna keep shivers like high. Okay.
You
yeah.
clearly see footprints in the downy carpet of dust covering the workshop floor.
Continue.
Jackpot. These, unlike everything else here, are new.
Okay, someone's been here within the last week or two.
3 weeks maximum from the dust coverage. It could easily have been 1 week too. You know, officer.
He looks at
This
you.
is good. He likes it. There's a little smile there, in the dark of the workshop.
This isn't bad at all. It was a good idea to see where that door leads. Commendable work bringing us to this place.
Let's have a closer look then.
Large prints, most likely made by Boots.
Yeah, it's
The
a bit late,
size
but
is hard to
yeah.
determine. Soul could be bigger than Vamp. The soles have left the pattern, uniform, horizontal lines. One person has been here. They've gone back and forth. The tips point both ways.
The prints look like one person went back and forth.
Between that and that.
He points to the bar door. The spring doesn't look like the odd-soled print we found at the hanging.
The size looks about the same, actually. They're not the
Oh.
same shoe, but they could be the same person.
Okay, so this doesn't look like the worker's boots from the hanging, does it?
No, these little horizontal lines are different. They look custom made to me. Or some kind of foreign print. Hard to say. Still a boot, though.
Get up.
Everything around you is quiet. The prints crisscross the workshop floor.
Okay, well, what does this mean?
It means someone snuck through what seems like a secret route. Behind Classia's room. In the recent weeks. This may prove to be significant.
Okay, let's move on. Maybe she knows something. Bedroom.
You can almost see the shape of a man and a woman writhing inside, bathed in drug sweat and dirty linen.
Someone was
Bottles lie
peeking.
around everywhere.
I think I can see into Class's bedroom from
You
here.
can barely see through. Better not to jump to sensationalist conclusions here. The footprints on the floor, however, definitely suspicious.
Yeah, he went back and forth. Probably went from this spot to this spot, so forth.
Boring footprints. I want to jump to sensationalist conclusions.
Finished thoughts. Okay. Can we open from this side?
This is the barred door you tried to kick in before.
I'll lightly punch the door once more, just in case.
The door shudders a bit, as though it were laughing at you.
Okay, so what's on the other side? We already know. And bar the door. Okay. Hey, we opened the door. Let's go.
I was just thinking, what a nice evening it is for taking part in a murder investigation.
I need to talk to you about your room again.
Yeah?
The door there, did you know it leads to a downstairs elevator?
I did not. Mystery solved then. I kept wondering where it led.
Okay, plus 5 XP. Nice.
There may be more to this mystery at some later time. She's holding back. Let's make a mental note for now.
There's a peephole on the other side looking into your bedroom.
A peephole? You mean like a hole in the wall?
Yes, looking into your bedroom, miss.
Your main bed is visible through the glass.
Okay.
A jitter of fear and disgust moves through her body, beginning from her shoulders and
Yeah,
ending in her hips.
definitely weird.
Do you think this is somehow connected to me?
He could be connected.
Okay. Do you have any way of knowing how long it has been there?
Unfortunately, no. But if I were to guess, long enough. The perforation is under the bookshelf on your wall. It should not be hard to cover with some tape.
If it is recent, who do you think it made
Shit.
it?
I don't know. Maybe it's been there for a long time. Maybe the local kids use it or something. I don't know. I'll be fucking covering it up with a lot of tape, that's for sure. Was there anything else back there?
There were tracks on the floor. They were recent.
Huh. This isn't good.
She's straight as a stick, suddenly.
It's an old pinball workshop, the room back there. This place used to be a pinball arcade.
Okay. I'm glad someone's had fun.
That's all for now.
Mm-hmm.
She's lost in thought.
All right.
The boys gave me a recording. They say it proves C's intention to commit rape.
It sounds like the boys would have preferred my saying it did happen. I didn't want to get caught up in this.
She is not at all worried the tape will contradict her statement.
What does that recording say?
We are in the process of listening to it, but haven't yet.
She nods, exhaling a dense cloud of cigarette smoke.
Does she have to say more about the
Not my
assault?
favorite topic.
Okay,
But
we talked
how
to
about we...
everything. Now, can we listen to the tape with my tape recorder? I wonder. Let's see.
The porter reel is just what
Oh,
you
I can.
needed.
Okay.
You push,
Just play the
command
tape.
set, and the tape starts spinning. Violent static and machine sounds fill the air.
This isn't Revachol. This is a fucking village. I can almost see the elephants.
Oh, my ears. What the fuck?
The harbor. That's the son of a Kvalson crane.
He's
Okay.
right.
Interesting. Interesting.
When this shit is done, I'm gonna tear that place up. Soldier of the Apocalypse style. Kill shit. Dogs and chickens too. Gonna run a room, Cordy. A real nice room. I don't give a shit. I'm fucking done. I'm done mentally. I'll fucking do them all in. Rape that disco cunt on the counter. You know, the dance a whore upstairs. Do it Kohoi style.
Damn.
Never did get that taste out of my mouth.
The lieutenant presses the button marked Arrête on your porter reel. The tape stops spinning.
What was that about at the very end? Silence.
End of recording.
Okay. What do you think?
It seemed authentic enough. Probably recorded off the shortwave, then edited. to
Yeah,
seem more
I thought
incriminating.
so.
He sounded like he was on patrol around the harbor walls.
I agree. He also sounded inebriated.
Still,
You're familiar with his look now. It's his look of suspicion.
There's more going on here than we know.
Who's this Quarty?
one of the other mercenaries, I think. The one he was talking to. A friend of his?
Probably the one in front of the gates. Yelling right to work, right? What's Kohoi?
A village on the Samaran Isola, in South Safre. Grad committed war crimes there.
Oh,
the kind
right,
of thing he
right.
talks
Yeah,
about.
yeah, yeah. I think the veteran of war mentioned it as well. You think he was there?
Who knows? Maybe the tattoos would have an answer. We would need to know the story of this man's service.
Okay, then what now?
I think we've got a few more questions for class here, don't you? This seems to contradict her testimony, at least to some degree.
Okay. Talk to Clazier. Right.
I was just thinking, what a nice evening it is for taking part in a murder investigation.
We have listened to the recording. The deceased states he intends to commit rape.
She puts her coffee cup down with a soft ring as the porcelain meets the metal table. This does not surprise her.
Did he? I never said he was a good man, or that he had good intentions. Only that he was never bad to me.
On this tape, he specifically identifies you as the target.
Where did they get this recording exactly?
It's intercepted radio chatter of the deceased, recorded via a de-encryption station. It's authentic enough.
Does he say he's gonna do it Soldier of the Apocalypse style?
Yep, those are the exact words he used.
Yeah. That was practically his pickup line.
A memory surfaces in her tired neocortex. It's not entirely unpleasant.
Did he say whores a lot? Was he pretty much on the verge of doing it Kohoi style?
Yes, the word whore was used. Kohoi was
He
mentioned.
wasn't actually there. He didn't do a tour, or at least didn't tell me he did. Would have been overkill anyway. He lived his own little Kohoi. It wasn't his everything.
Why say things like that? Machismo? Do you think he was trying to scare people?
No. I'm pretty sure he did all those things. And then had to internalize them to keep on living. Until they just sort of turn into his, what's the word I'm looking for?
Coping mechanism?
Running joke. I was gonna say running joke. And it sounds like you didn't even get the good bits. Lely's punchlines got way, way funkier than that. It was like the Seminese conflict, the Kohoi massacre, and the 36 famine in Yezut all rolled into one person, then cast
Jesus.
in Orani ceramic armor. which he wore in bed and in the shower.
That doesn't seem comfortable at all. Weren't you afraid? You like this kind of stuff?
We're all scraping up any happiness we can find, officer. Going around with our little scouring sticks. You, your first love, Mr. Quohoy here.
Did he tell you he had actually done any of those things? He and Martinez, I mean?
No. We were too busy laying waste to our own nervous systems to direct any of the fury outward. He seemed happy, I guess. At ease. As much as a man like him could be.
There is a small measure of pride in her that she could quell the rage in such a being.
Thank you for clearing that up, miss. Whenever you're ready. I'm interested to hear what Titus Hardy has to say now.
She takes a very small sip of her coffee and smiles.
Not that you've had some time. Well, timing is almost running up. Can you tell me us more about the victim?
Like, for example, his name?
Actually, officer, I didn't know
Okay,
his
Lely.
nickname.
All right.
I guess. He came from Lelystad. It's short for that. And it was his army name, apparently. He said his real name wasn't his. I tried to pry it out of him, but it was no use.
Lelystad. That's a good start. We have a few questions you can help us with. A few things a field autopsy alone can't answer.
The young woman cranes her neck,
Needs to be
trying
fast.
to catch a glimpse of the page the
We have 18
lieutenant
minutes left.
passed to you. On it is a list of autopsy observations recorded neatly in blue ink, the last missing pieces of a puzzle of flesh.
How old was
He
he,
was
miss?
42.
42? Are you sure? I would have had him above 50.
He had many scars that made him appear older. But no, we even celebrated his birthday like some weeks ago. It was a funny 2 days. He had little reason to lie to me.
We were slightly off then. Thank you for clearing it up.
Points are good. Have one, you old dog, before we all die.
Is that color?
Blue. Light blue. They were like little blue galaxies, you know? It was strange, seeing those eyes in his fucked up face. Pardon the swearing. I do him an injustice. He wasn't ugly. And he had a beautiful, soft voice. Very surprising, what with all the scarring. It was quite something, watching him speak.
He had a combat wound on his chin and mouth?
Yes. Severe. It made him look like half his face was cracking away in some strange smile. That and those eyes.
Ah, yes. His hair, if you can remember?
It was light brown, almost blonde. He darkened it with brilliantine, made it oily. Not nice to stroke. I couldn't convince him to leave it alone.
Interesting. I too have stroke in there. Kim, I said to put the brilliantine on the form. Do I get a point?
No.
Okay. But I put it down there.
Okay, sure. Here you go. What else are we missing, officer?
Okay, thank you. He put a tattoo. What did he mean?
Oh, that.
It's clear she liked it.
You liked
Quite
it?
a lot, yes.
It was an RNE's map of the waterways?
Sure, waterways. It was mostly for showing off to chicks, though.
Also.
How? Imagine him lying in bed. Freakish musculature laid out on the sheets. Scarred, of course. Tattooed. The sheets are dirty for some reason. He's smoking and drinking, of course.
His answers
And
are
his
there, maybe
chest,
even
and the woman
thousands.
goes like, "What was this, baby?" And he says, "That was too hardcore.
Okay,
Don't ask
she's
me about
fanficking.
that." So she goes, "Okay, but what's this, baby?" And so
Okay.
it goes.
Mm-hmm.
Star after star, port
Terrible
after
things, every
port.
single one of them. You
They're-
weren't the woman in
Oh,
this?
yeah.
Can you tell us precisely what these mean?
No, thank you. I've seen enough of him dead. I can tell you what they meant without looking at them.
Okay.
Go on.
He was a blue-eyed boy with thick arms, from a small town. He was also poor, and the government of Orania needed some people killed, so they turned him into a grotesque killer. For money. He went to Killer Academy in Vredefort. Then he killed some people in the Seminine Islands. And on other islands, too. All of the islands. After this, he came to Revachol and got killed himself.
Thank you for cleaning that
Change of topic, perhaps?
up. Perhaps, miss, it was communism that killed him. We are the toxicology reports. Any idea what will show us?
A real rainbow splattering of pharmaceuticals, I bet.
Yeah, I imagine like they did a lot of
Barbiturate.
drugs.
How much does the
course.
toxicology report cost the police of Revachol? I can do it for half of that. Save you some money, make some myself.
It's quite expensive, miss. But we'll manage without your help for now.
Where is Lelystad, the place I mean?
In Oranje, officer. It's, I think municipality is the term. A nowhere town there.
Oranje? Oranje's map of waterway.
This means his race was Occidental, which fits the statements of another witness.
You were both from Oranje.
Yes.
Did that bring you
Compatriots. Ah.
No. He was too old for that. And from another part of Oranjenrijk. I didn't even understand his accent. What brought us together wasn't Oranje. It was bad habits.
Sex. Alcohol.
Is the Union communist? They're a couple of shades pinker than that, no? Social Democrats? They're not hardcore in that way, is what I'm trying to say. What are we talking about anyway? This politics shit is a lot in the morning. Is it even morning?
No, it's almost 11 p.m., ma'am. And I kind of didn't want to ask her this because, yeah, what does politics have to do with anything?
I think she's just tired. She doesn't know what you meant by that. And can you blame her?
At least with this topic. Can you blame her?
You could blame her. A little. It was a pretty straightforward question that she refused to answer.
All right.
Coolly, gracefully, she pours herself more coffee.
Okay. And just right on time as well. And we have one level we can use for later, right? Can we fast travel to... We can. Alright. I think we can sleep now. Can we get inside or close? Okay. Well, the graffito. See if something changes. These guys are still hanging out. Alright. Yeah, let's go to sleep and go to the next sec. Why the hell not?
It's getting cold. This late in the night. Time to call it a day.
Good night, Kim.
Good night, officer. We'll meet in front of the shack in the morning.
Okay. We have the option to shave, but I'm not gonna do that. I kind of like his look. The mutton chops.
An old mirror hangs on the wall. You see the reflection
Nothing
of your
changes.
face in it, adorned with...
Okay. Let's go to
The
sleep.
bed is comforting, if a bit run down. Still, you've earned a rest.
On a proper bed
Across
this
the
time,
room,
and
the
not
heated
the
system
sofa.
hums its soft lullaby. The mattress feels soft and sheets warm. It only takes you moments for the world to fall away.
Finally, peaceful sleep.
Thoughts, baby.
Or not.
A million little lights in the dark. You're one fine instrument, brother. All those faces and all those names. All that laughter and screaming and scheming around. Every corner and every street. Recorded in you. Forever. On Faraday.
Spinning, spinning. Tell me, am I dreaming?
No. You're spinning tapes at the discotheque. The great unceasing disco of the mind. The flash. The bang. The endless learning experience.
Spinning in eternity.
On and on it goes. For untold hours.
At the disco where you first asked her to dance. Rising, rising. Above the dark curvature, the great wingspan of sleep. Studded with stars.
Behold,
Again, superstar.
there are millions of them down there.
Stars and
The
whatnot.
first time, the last time, the smoke in her mouth, the plotted flowers, the faces turning, changing.
What is it?
It's the world, Harry boy, and you're made of it. Every day you're out there, you make more of yourself from it. I'm afraid you can't be unmade now.
Beyond salvation, huh?
You can never forget this shit.
The rain, the snow, I don't want to. It's beautiful.
Beautiful. It's stuck on loop, whirling, spitting out words and images.
You're the son of the world again. Harrister, a ceaseless agent. Picking up litter and old newspapers, collecting your little bubblegum wrappers and idiotic picture postcards. Meaningless, meaningless keepsakes.
Reading your awful letters and recalling things, aren't you? The endless names of the world. An address book you are. The map of a city.
That's right. I'm an agent of the world. What if I want to be an agent of nothing?
It's too late. You're not made of nothing anymore. You're something now, Harry. I tried to drown you in the black water, but you re-emerged, kicking and screaming, running. And for what?
For the working class. For the greater good.
Solving your little crossword puzzles. Doing your tasks. Crossing names off lists. Trying to become some sort of world detector. It won't make it okay. It won't put smoke back in her mouth.
We're making progress, measured, steady progress. Forget politics, I'll never sleep if I keep on like this.
Are you sure? You could be closing the door on a brilliant and special future for yourself.
Yes, I'm sure. I'm very boring and apolitical and sleepy.
Did you hear that? He's renouncing politics. He's strictly business now.
Just another thoughtless vessel, plowing the grey seas of every day.
Beep, beep, beep. The alarm is ringing, Harry. The disco circus goes on and on. You barely slept 3 hours last night.
You can do it. It's nothing. Do it for the city. Go. Do it for the wind.
Do it for the wind. Interesting. Fully healed, baby. Let's go. Still shaking my head. Okay. Wait. Was something change?
An old mirror hangs on the wall.
Nothing changes. Right. I think I'll never remove the expression then. I think I'll oh, good morning. Okay. Okay. Let me talk to these kids again.
The scruffy-haired little boy kicks a stone while the other watches him do it.
Yeah,
The stone.
He looks just like...
The boy, the rock kicker.
You're bad with kids.
Yes.
Don't worry, everyone is. How about we do some police work now?
Man, what are the kids they're referring about? Aren't these the kids? Yeah, the missing insects, guys. Find out the real reason why the trap was empty. Local kids might know. Yeah. I mean, are there other
The
kids?
scruffy-haired little boy kicks a stone.
I have no idea. She doesn't know anything because we already interrogated her. Let me see. Sorry to keep pressing the journal over and over again because I really need to read this. Talk to Titus. Okay, we need to go back then. I think we can fast travel from here. Yeah. Okay. Talk to Titus again.
It's you again. What is it?
Found someone who saw the hanging, a witness.
A witness? You ain't got shit. The locals would never come to you.
That's just tactics, Titus. Next, he's gonna tell you one of us already roll on the others, and he's in witness protection.
My witness isn't a local.
Well, let's hear it then. Who is your mystery fella?
Are they gonna kill him?
He's not alarmed by the sudden appearance of a witness, but he is surprised.
Oh shit. Yeah, I'm gonna tell
You
him.
can almost see the blood curdle in the lieutenant's veins. Miraculously, he remains silent. Not only his name, but his address. You are a goddamn menace.
Oh shit.
So, some moral intern crony.
He's so
What'd he
fucked.
tell you? I bet he had a dead hooker situation. If he came to Martinez.
The witness said they all look like a surreal
That
play.
means absolutely nothing to me. Sounds like some made-up horse shit.
It means the whole scene was long and drawn out, like it was from a film.
What is this fella's problem? Sorry we didn't make it more action-packed. It wasn't the first thing on our mind.
Should have had more explosions or something.
Shanky. It's Shanky, right? I thought there's something wrong about the lynching story. Now I know there was.
You don't know shit.
I know you are lying, Shanky.
You didn't break this wagon fort, but you did manage to rattle the people inside a bit.
The witness said the hanging went down very quietly.
It's you assholes that feel the need to go around like a fucking brass band. The Hardy Boys are dead silent.
Yeah, it's like they put cowbells on you before they send you to the streets. What's with the cowbells, policeman?
Damn, they wormed their way out of it somehow. Try something else if you can.
The witness said he saw two people of Aeropagite descent, I think that's how you say it, and one mask.
Arabagite? Boss, I think he's trying to say me and Theo.
Well, yeah. What is confusing you? Eugene, Theo, and Elaine were there too. I already told you. We were all there.
Okay, then they don't give a damn
Yes,
about that. About it.
enough of Charlottesville.
An almost inaudible whisper from the lieutenant. Damn.
So I talked to Clausy about the tape.
Man.
He tenses immediately. Chest tightens, jaw sets, ready for another blow.
And nothing, she stands by what she said.
That fucking fucker. You're the worst cops in Revachol. I gave you gold on that tape.
You smell weakness. He's getting tired of the game he's been playing.
Gold? It was just locker room talk. It's not evidence.
Locker room talk. What are you, fucking brain dead? I've been to plenty of locker rooms. They don't plan rapes there. What did she have to say then? Fine by her? This is what people are supposed to be like? Fucking whoop-de-doo.
She did not say what did you do. It did not come as a surprise to her, and she definitely wasn't scared.
Yes. In fact, I think she thought it was a little funny.
Funny? No good goddamn psycho whore. Alright. Oh, fucking righty then. I guess it's good then. Fucking.
Please try to control yourself in the presence of visitors, Titus.
This is just perfect. Just fucking perfect. Any thoughts on this, lawman?
Titus rubs his shin with his palm as if trying to grind it smooth.
Women are crazy. Irrational. That's what you're thinking, right? Also, Your fists are itching for a bump.
Some of them. Maybe she isn't who you thought she was. You know what I think? Women are crazy, man. Maybe she isn't who you thought she was, yeah.
Nah, I know her. She's just a girl. In over her head.
Tyrus, she has my whole skill set compromised. She's some kind of pro. Tyrus, she has special training. Okay. She's not some helpless girl. She handled the mercenary well enough. Yeah. She's an awkward party girl with a bigger death wish than mine.
Yeah. You're right about that. She takes way too many drugs.
Well, it's as they say. You can't do anything with an underdose.
With an overdose, you can at least try to come off it. Take a bath, do breathing exercises, get medical attention as necessary. With an underdose, you're just you.
Yeah, but I mean, she has an actual drug problem. Not like you. Not like us. I don't think I've ever seen her sober.
You know what I think? Maybe it's in denial. Be straight with me, Titus. What really happened?
I already told you. We fucking hanged him.
There's less gusto in his voice now. His men, too, are growing increasingly silent. The man is slowing down. Looks like a bad blood sugar crash. He can't keep track of all the variables anymore.
Come on, Titus. We know you didn't hang him. He was shot. I know you're tired. So am I. Why don't you just...
You know what? I am tired. I'm tired of you and the whore upstairs. Next time you see her, tell her Titus said, "Fuck off!"
Okay, then. He throws his beer can down.
That lying, scamming.
Call me
We're
kind of off guard.
done. This is over. You understand? Your little investigation is over.
Yeah.
Yep, there's silence in the room. Elena starts saying something, then thinks best not to.
On the floor, beer drips out of the can into a small puddle. No one does anything about it.
What is this quiet funeral shit? All we need is some beers in us. Bartender, 20 beers for the Dock Workers Union.
20?
Why do we make it 40, huh?
Fuck.
Why do we make it 100 beers? You're not loud enough.
100 beers? Now we're talking. Hoppity hop over here, cafeteria manager.
The window might be closing. The more beers they get in them, the less cooperative they will be.
Oh. Rhetoric. Okay. Hold on, let me leave for now. Let me see if I have some clothes to increase that. Let me see. Oh, I have -1 rhetoric. Let me put off that. Okay, no. I have so many clothes now. Hold on. Endurance, electro, drama. Wait, no. Visual fair, encyclopedia, rhetoric. Okay, perfect. Okay. This is all I can do for now. Let's try this.
It's you again. What is it?
Oh, and we have 1 point, right? Yeah. Let's put 1 point in rhetoric. Why not? 72%.
Convince
Nice.
Titus he's
First
being
try.
manipulated. You should know by now. Titus Hardy will never falter.
One of his boys will.
Just remember, it's about more than Glasia. It's about these men and Martinez, their district, their responsibility. Outside, under the rising sun, tattered and in ruins, the windows of the cafeteria aglow with her morning light.
That's it then. Case closed. Look around. We're going home, Kim.
Huh? He'll get it. Go on.
Write it down, Kim. In Martinez, they just kill you because they don't like you.
Got it. Kill you Because they don't like you.
Because of some chick.
Bring that up one more time, and you won't get to write that report.
Yes, I understand, Alain. That's your name, right, Alain? You'll kill us. That's what they do in the wild north.
They just hang you like in the Dark Ages, make a display of your corpse.
It wasn't that. It wasn't. We just couldn't get him down, okay?
That's it. That's the weak
Yeah, we
one.
need to pressure
You
Angus.
flushed him out. Now go in for the...
Officer, you will be next if you don't shut up.
Gilman reaches for his belt, but his voice is strangely calm.
firearm. A Glass 08 or a
Oh,
38
shit.
caliber pistol. Either is small enough for you to have missed.
I don't have a gun. Oh god.
He's onto you. He knows what you're trying to do.
Or what? You gonna kill me like you killed him? For no fucking reason?
We didn't kill him. We didn't even hang him. He was dead when...
Shut up, Angus!
Someone confessed. He was dead before you hanged him?
Freddy! Say one more thing to the cops and I'll...
Dennis, stand down, or I'll beat your head in. Theo, take your hand off the belt. This isn't 31. I've got this under control.
Does he? His closed fist is shaking. It's you who's in control. Let them have their moment.
Okay.
Angie, where's your goddamn inhaler? You sound like you're
Asthmatic.
dying.
Okay.
I left it home. I can't get it. I'm
Oh
too fucked.
no.
I'm sorry.
Why are you so fucking fat, Angus? Now it's all
Damn,
pointless.
Liz, what the
Because
fuck?
of you. You wasted my time. I told you, Titus. I told you just give her up.
Lizzie, your help is no longer needed here. Go tell Everard.
Yeah, fuck off.
Fine. I'll tell him. After a long walk along the coast.
What just happened between these two? You're in. He's all yours. Questions.
And we did
The
it.
lieutenant gives a smile only you can see.
So you didn't kill him. He was already dead.
He nods.
You hanged the corpse to cover up the real cause of death, the bullet in his head.
Another nod.
Why?
Because the girls asked us to. They were in some shit.
Did she kill him?
Oh, did she kill him?
Cop, I have no idea. The girl says she didn't.
He doesn't think she did. Or at least he hopes she didn't.
What happened Sunday night?
Classier came down. She seemed really out of it. Drugged up, even more than usual. Bug-eyed and gurning, you know? Not in a fun way. It looked like she'd redosed after something went down. I've seen that look before. She was scared. I knew someone had died.
How do you know?
I've done this job for 10 years. I've seen it before. It's the politician in the motel room with the dead hooker scenario. Only in reverse.
Good analogy, boss.
You don't get to talk yet, Shanky. You're still on the bench. And you keep taking it easy too, Angus.
That's okay with the fat man, still wheezing there. He couldn't speak if he wanted to.
What happened then?
We went upstairs. Sure as day the merc was dead. There was a bullet hole through the window. Fucking dirty sheets and bottles everywhere. Tibbs patched the window. And the corpse. We hanged.
Who's Tibbs? The 8RD?
Nah, he's my brother. He's in the window replacement business.
Okay. I'm sorry I made you guys fight.
Me too.
If Fuzzy didn't kill him, why the cover-up?
You may have noticed our girl's in some shit of her own.
I didn't notice anything. What kind of shit are we talking about?
The can't show up on police radar kind. There are people after her. From the old world. Where she came from.
These people, who are they?
They're powerful. Connected to the moral intern. She's clearly afraid for her life. Says if she showed up in your systems, she'd be ghosted away.
And why would you help someone like that? By taking on a murder?
Why would I? I guess we abide all sorts of runaways and losers here. It's a Martinez thing.
Yeah, I noticed. So kill the merc then. Any leads?
Not yet. Just some ideas. She says the shot came from outside, behind the window somewhere. so that's a clue.
What are you thinking?
I'm thinking someone's past caught up with them. Either hers or his.
Hers, you mean?
I mean the people after Klausya. Maybe the shot missed. Maybe it was meant for her.
I like that. Been thinking the same thing myself.
And you had ideas about his past
I
too?
do. One of those mercenary buddies of his could have done it. They got guns, training, years of bad blood, probably. Or it could have been someone else from Crenell.
Oh, the Cornell, okay.
Tell you what I'd do.
Camera dudes.
Check out the coast for vantage points. Maybe consult with a ballistics buddy of mine. That's what I'd do. If I wasn't too busy doing this clown dance with you.
He's calm now, threw all that turmoil away, and became himself again.
Whose idea was it to hang him anyway? Hers?
In a manner of speaking.
What do you mean?
We had help from another girl. It was her idea to hang him, and I liked it for political reasons.
Yeah, the
Sent a
authority.
good message.
Yeah. Probably her.
Fella, you think too much. He's off all right. You're gonna hurt your head.
A little too far there, but you're definitely right.
That woman is just affiliated with the Hardy Boys. You don't know her, anyway.
You know, it's okay for there to be an Hardy girl, Titus.
We're Hardy Boys, and that's it.
Sure, but you can't tell me anything about this affiliate's name, current location.
Nope. You're not getting to her. It's Klausya you want to talk to.
Okay. Thank you for this, Titus. I'll go talk to her for the last time.
You do that. Hey, cop. Before you go.
Suddenly, the wind picks up outside. You hear it rattling the large windows in their frames. It carries newspapers, circles the whirling in rags in a warm column.
She, Klausya, came to Martinez to hide. Many of us did. This is where you wash up when there's nowhere left to go. The Union takes you in. Now, she refused that protection. But
but you would still prefer if we didn't take her away?
that's right. If we
Okay.
didn't take care of the people who end up here, this place would just be a couple of ruins and some cargo containers.
Okay, I'll go easy on
We'll
her.
take that into account.
Yep. Do not worry. Just questions and that's it. Oh. Why did it zoom in? Okay, that was weird. Let's check the window again.
This window is pristine, smooth, following your lead.
Looks like it, yes.
Okay. Nothing important. The bed has been hastily made.
It's always good to see you.
Something in her demeanor has changed. She's tired, consigned to her fate, to being here with you and what's to come.
The Hardy Boys told us what really happened.
I understand.
Just like that. No resistance. Her shoulders are slouched, her feet long and straight.
You don't look surprised. You were expecting this.
I knew there was a chance you'd get them to tell you. It's what you do. You're the police. For what it's worth, I'm sorry for wasting your time.
If you knew we would find out eventually, why did you waste our time?
Because of the Hardys. I couldn't just dispense with them. They were only trying to help me. Out of the shit I'd gotten into.
Is she implying the Hardy Boys are the law?
Let's not start authority. Come on. That's not a good time for that. That's not a good enough reason. Cool, I'm satisfied with that
I
explanation.
am not. There is more here, miss.
You're right. There's more.
More?
You answer to the coalition government, and by extension, the moral intern.
Briefly glancing over her shoulder to the sea, as she's done time and time again. Where the cold oceanic expanse lies, and behind it, another world.
Is that why you're looking over your shoulder? You're afraid of the moral intern?
You share a database with them. You send people to their courts.
What's going on? What did you do?
Just business. but bad business for some people in the moral intern. If I show up in your records, officer, they will find me. They will...
Execute you?
What happens if they do?
They will kill me, sir.
Hmm.
If you file my name, take me in for questioning, enter me into the moral intern mill, well, then I'm fucked. For nothing. This murder didn't have anything to do with me.
What did you do to have these people after you?
It's not nice, but it's not illegal. Not here in Ravishol, or even in Oranje.
What exactly did you do?
Industrial espionage. I joined a business collective with the intention of betraying them. I did my job well enough to be asked to do it again. With a bigger company. The kind you really, really don't fuck with. I took their ledgers, 2 decades worth of accounting.
I need the names of the companies involved and who hired you.
The job was Louisdouen County Savings Bank. They sound small, but they're part of the Louis Scott conglomerate. That was the second job. The first was some printer company. You wouldn't know them. As to who hired me for the job, I don't know. But they're after me too. Along with Louis Scott and their friends in the MI. Once you're done in the competitive intelligence circuit, you don't have allies. You're radioactive.
She's in quite the pickle. I'm sure there are people who have done much worse than that.
Sure. I'm not a war criminal, but it was bad. People lost their jobs. Good people too, not just C-suite. A lot of people got hurt. But that's just more of my shit you shouldn't have to deal with. You're solving a murder.
What happened here the night he died?
We were there. Together. In bed, I mean.
Tell me exactly what happened.
Okay. He was in a kneeling position. He had just entered me. I was on my back, looking at him. I heard the window behind me shatter, and I turned to look. There was a hole in the glass.
Oh.
I turned back to him. His eyes were looking through me, and his mouth was open. Dumb. I could see. I could...
Her chest rises and falls with each word. She keeps herself together and...
I knew he was dead. Before he fell down on top of me.
You don't have to continue if you don't want to.
No, I want to. Let's get this done.
It's okay. Tell us as much as you're comfortable with.
Yeah.
He was heavy. I pushed him off and he fell to the floor. There. He only had his boots on. I bit the pillow, not to scream, then ran downstairs. I waited for the second shot to come. For me. I thought there would be one. It never came.
She's forgotten about her cigarette. The butt has burned right down to her fingernails.
Are you sure you're not making this up? That's a motherfucker. I'm sorry this happened to you.
So am I.
She throws it away and immediately proceeds to light another one.
What time was this? When did it happen? It would help us if you could be as precise as possible.
11:30 to 12:15. I don't know the exact time. Around midnight.
It's okay. Were you inebriated?
Not as much as usual. He'd done a line, plus other things. I was drinking.
Wait. Titus said she was gurning her jaw off, much more than usual.
That said he looked pretty high.
Oh, yeah. I did one of his lines, just to clear my head.
Good thinking. Clear your head.
Did you hear or see the shooter in the course of this?
No.
What did you do then?
Nothing. I was trapped. I was stuck in my room downstairs. I got some clothes on and crawled back up, drew the blinds. Blood was coming from his mouth. Not a lot. Just a little. He was still on the floor, slouched. I couldn't be there with him anymore. So I ran down and out of my room, into the hallway, down the stairs. I knew there would be people there.
What happened after you ran up downstairs?
Sylvie was tending the bar. A lot of people were there. The Hardys were at the table in front of the stage. I think the Union box was full. Ruby was there too. They were having
Ruby?
such a good time. I sat down and they all
who's
welcomed
Ruby?
me. I didn't even have to say anything. Ruby knew something was wrong.
Ruby?
Before we continue, who is Ruby?
Ruby. You know, the leader.
The leader? Of what?
Of the Hardy
The
Boys?
Hardy Boys.
I thought Hardy was the leader of the Hardy Boys.
Well, nominally, yes. Ruby's the one they go to when things happen, like things they need taken care of. She's the organizer.
Gotcha.
This Ruby, in her phrasing, is entrusted with great power. She trusts her. So do the others.
Would you say she is the 8th Hardy Boy?
Why not?
Okay, let's go on. What then?
Well, Ruby said let's talk upstairs. I showed her the room. I've known these people since December. They know my situation, that I can't leave a paper trail. Ruby was the first one I told. She said she'd take care of this. It's what she does, you know, take care of things. I helped her get the body to the bathroom. We used a belt to pull him up under the shower, to keep him upright.
To mislead you, they were tampering with the body.
To produce lividity, matching a hanging?
Yes.
We completely missed the tampering. Looks like you got there in time. What was this, 20 minutes after death?
Oops.
About 20, yes.
Yeah, visual
Ruby
calculus,
explained it
don't
would make
worry.
the blood... You know what he does.
Then raises her light brown eyes to meet yours. Then what did you do?
Ruby went outside to talk to Titus and the boys. I was just looking at Lely in the bathroom. I had to put his clothes back on. His armor, too. It was tough, but I've seen him take it off and put it on many times. It took Ruby maybe half an hour to come back with Titus. I'd gotten him ready by then. They carried him out. I knew what they were going to do. Make it look like a hanging. Ruby said they would.
What did you do while they were hanging him?
Ruby said to wait here. She also said I wouldn't see her for a while. That we should lay low or something. So I did.
This Ruby, where is this Ruby now?
I don't know. I haven't seen her since.
We will need to take this question to the Hardy Boys.
When it happened, did you hear gunshots?
When he was shot? I may have. I don't know. I couldn't hear anything over the glass exploding.
It was very far
The
away. then.
gunshot wasn't that loud. This is something to keep in mind when assessing the distance of the shot.
Yeah. She didn't kill Ellie. Could the people after you have killed him?
That's the first thing that went through my head when I heard the glass break.
And?
I thought they'd found me. They've killed him to punish me. All last week, I've tried not to talk to anyone or be seen with anyone so they wouldn't be hurt. I've come to understand, however, this is paranoia. What happened didn't have anything to do with me.
Either way, something to consider.
We can't go after Loose Cap. Not yet. There are other, saner leads.
I don't ask you to, Lieutenant. But there's one thing I know, is that you'll get nothing from there.
Why did you call the cops if you're hiding?
Because I'm an idiot.
Which is an indicator of truth.
I don't think so. Why did you do it?
You have to understand, the people around here, no one was making the call, and he kept rotting. And then they picked his clothes off, and that little fucker threw stones at him.
Her jaw is clenched. Her throat moves. It takes all her strength not to cave in and sob. Once. Just one time.
He kept throwing stones at him for 3 days. I could hear the thud. Thud. So I called you. I hope with all my heart it's not the last thing I do in Ravachol.
Oh God. That was a lie too. Who made the call then?
Oh shit.
Don't be paranoid, man. It's unbecoming of a police officer. And it makes you sweat.
When was the window changed?
Last week. Angus and Titus's brother, I think he's called Tibbs, took care of it. I told you I'm a horrible girl. I told you things break around me.
We know she didn't kill Ellie, but I'm gonna ask her
What?
anyway.
He wouldn't have died if
That
it weren't for
sounds-
me. I know that.
But I would never.
All kinds of crazy things happen when drugs. It could have been a desire murder. Maybe an act of jealousy. Now you guys suddenly have theories pouring out. When they're obviously just stabs in the dark.
Drugs were an integral part. Desires drive people loco. It's okay if you did it in self-defense. Downstairs people have this crazy idea that you kill them. Okay, I'd like to answer some other questions,
Like
miss.
what?
I think we're done here for now.
She nods silently. She doesn't even smoke. Just picks up the cold coffee and holds it in her hands.
The lieutenant glasses you, then at the door.
He's thinking, are we done here? Or should we arrest her? She's a flight risk and she lied to you. She should be taken into custody.
Drama, in God's name, wake up. Okay. Drama time. I think I have a lot of things that increase my drama. Like a fuck ton of things. I have a ribbon that increases my drama by 2. I know that. Let me see if I have something else. Flights, logic. Just logic. Right. What to can see? Drama. Logic. Savoir-faire. Shivers. Drama. Drama. Here. I'm gonna take off the necktie for now.
Hello,
Only temporary.
officer.
92%.
What brings...
But we are awake, sire. She has been forthcoming with sordid details women usually conceal.
Sure.
Most shocking.
I failed by
details of the
1.
Sexual kind. We are a bulwark, unbreached.
Okay. Failed at 92%.
You've been breached, bulwark. You've been breached like 1,000 times now.
Classic. 1,000 times now.
So you say. But give us one example of deceit. Just one. Gosh, be careful. It looks like this one's not waking up. You'll have to do it without pushing her further. At least for now.
Okay, that's fine, I guess. Let's put on our clothes back. That's kind of annoying. Let's see. Rhetoric. Oh God, now I have to put everything again. Here and here. And here. Okay. We'll have to come back another time. It happens.
This window is pristine on the inside, unlike the one next to it. Light from the desk lamp reflects off the glass in an untarnished golden haze.
Okay, visual calculus. This is so dumb. Visual calculus. Let me check. Oh. Logic. Encyclopedia. This is the best we can do.
This window is pristine on a vague sense of You get the feeling this room would tell you something crucial if you only knew how to listen.
I'm not exactly sure either, to be honest. My imagination has a way of failing me. It's a weakness.
Okay. Another thing we can come back to. And the glasses are here. Yep. I was thinking we can go back to the church because we haven't entered it yet. Oh, the dude is right there. Nice. Okay. Just hanging out on the whirling. Right, let's quick travel to... Oh no, we need to talk to Titus, that's right.
It's you again. What is it?
Okay, I talked to Claudia. Now I need to talk to Ruby.
Why?
Because she's your real leader.
You're cuckoo, cop. I'm the only man responsible for this unit. Get with it, or fuck off.
How many times must I tell you?
Yeah, fuck off!
I'm going to level with you. She's the next link in the chain that leads me to the Lally skeleton.
Sounds like you're making her a suspect in this. Not on my watch, you're not. Ruby's one of us. We're not gonna throw her under your moral intern steamroller. Fuck that shit.
And fuck you too, moral
Whoa, okay. Last syllable with his lips, the big guy
Ruby
says.
is missing. If you hide from the police in a murder investigation, you become a suspect. You know how it works, guys.
That's nothing. That's just legalese. You don't even have a sound theory. I don't want to be rude, but we're trying to get some R&R here. Think you could fuck off now?
I think we'll keep sticking around, Titus.
Oh, okay,
You'll
logic.
be surprised at how quickly a theory presents itself if you keep looking.
I found the key, saw the winch, staged like a play, found the antique rifle. Yeah, we have a lot of things working in our favor, so. Let me see. Similar time, okay. Wait, what was the check again? Was it
What is
rhetoric or logic? I didn't pay attention. But it's logic, okay. Let's dress up accordingly. So, logic, logic. -1 logic, I don't want that. Logic. +2 logic. Okay.
It's
Let's
you
try
again.
this.
What is it?
%92%.
A sudden flash of lightning in your
I was about to say.
neocortex. The hostel cafeteria is lit by its airy blaze. Floor plans, bullet trajectories, webs of human emotion, all channeled into a single thought.
Why are you so sure Ruby didn't off him?
Because she was here, all night, with us.
He's cobbling together shit so he can put her away. It's Cop 101.
She was here all night? 11:30 to 12:15? She was here during all that time?
Yeah, with us, drinking, near the stage there.
She didn't go to the toilet?
No.
In the whole 45-minute window, she was with you all the time.
All right. She took a fucking leak, okay? For one moment. Maybe went out too. She has an operation to run from her lorry. We're not getting into what that operation is again, Cop.
From her lorry, so she was also the lorry driver.
That's probably for the best. Don't break your stride now.
Ruby, okay.
And just because she was gone for 5 minutes doesn't mean she magically got to the roof and shot him. I've been through this. It's not plausible.
He's been through it. That means he suspected her too. All right, we're in. We got Ruby unaccounted for sometime during the window. This was crucial. Now let's place her on that roof.
You do agree the shot came from the roof, right?
Why not? You can't draw a straight line into Clausia's window from any of the surrounding buildings. Not from what I know about Martinez. Maybe from the coast. But like I said, I've been too busy dealing with you idiots. So no, I don't think it was a sniper. It was close up.
There is a secret route in the kitchen that leads straight to the roof.
How?
Through what looks like an abandoned pinball workshop.
People say there was a pinball arcade here, sometime before the hostel. What was it called, Theo?
East Delta Pinball Arcade. Weird place. Went bankrupt.
Okay, but How'd you get up? There's no room for a staircase in this building. Or an elevator, for that matter.
In fact,
The elevator is outside the building. It's
Yeah.
an old dumbwaiter used for moving pinball machines up and down from the workshop.
From there, a door leads straight to the roof. You can just step outside.
Ruby could have gone up, shot him, come down, all under 7 minutes.
That's quite the theory. We need to have a look at that secret passage, boys.
I'm on it, boss. Right when the law clears, me and Angus are going up there.
It's a dumbwaiter, not an industrial lift. How about I go instead of...
Oh my
Just
God.
now. You got something else to back this route up? Or is that it?
Have you noticed the wind shot back on the other wall of the whirling? There were pinball machines in the workshop still operational. Also found footprints upstairs in the old workshop.
Footprints. Recent.
Hmm. Recent, a week or two.
That close, huh? How fortunate. I'll take a thorough look at those prints myself before I believe that, Cobb. Good news is, I'm still listening.
Guess what? Remember that key I found
I
here?
don't like guessing, Cobb.
It opens the steel door in the kitchen, the one that leads upstairs to the roof. This key was right here, with you, all the time.
You didn't find it, but Ruby did. That's how she got up there.
Quit jumping to conclusions, Theo. You took that key. Did it look like it was recently put there?
No, the ribbon was old. Faded. It'd have been there for 20 years at least.
She should have put it back there once she was done.
Why? This doesn't make sense. It's damn interesting, but it doesn't fit well, and you know it.
It doesn't fit well, but it fits, and he knows it.
Yeah. There were pinball machines in the workshop still operational.
Right. What the fuck does that got to do with Ruby?
What if they're somehow connected to a murder, pinball murder? Oh my God. Nothing, I just thought you could bring some down. Get some machines in here.
Wow, man, can we? I mean...
That'd be awesome. I beat that royalist machine 20 times now.
All right. We can get the barman to bring them down. What else?
I wonder if tomorrow there'll be, like, machines here to replace the broken one. That would be cool. Have you noticed the wind shot back?
I've seen the winch. I'm not... That's one mystery down there. An architectural mystery. Doesn't much concern Ruby, does it?
Have we firmly established Ruby could have had access to the roof where the man was shot?
Firmly doesn't go well with could've. There's a route to the roof. Me and the boys need to check it out. That's what we've established. But a route does not put that bullet in his head. A gun does that, and Ruby doesn't carry one.
Phase 2, murder weapon. Get a gun in her hand. If not that, then at least a shadow of a doubt, in the shape of a gun.
I've analyzed the bullet that killed him. It was jacketed.
So it had to come from a breech-loading rifle. Military grade. Not even you militia monkeys have those. This goes against your short-range theory. If the murder weapon was military grade, how did Ruby get it?
Just because it's red doesn't mean you can't get it. That's true. Just being upfront with what I know. You're right.
Calm. That's exactly what it means.
That wasn't strong.
I've established Ruby's running drugs. She could have smuggled guns too.
God damn. That's just about your favorite topic, isn't it? Every fucking 5 seconds.
It is, actually.
You were warned not to bring it up.
It's my
Your
job.
best shot here is to just back out of it.
You were warned not to bring it up. Your best shot here is to just back out of it again. Fine, Titus, I'm not getting into it. If touches your precious business.
Okay, cop. She's got connections. I could see how she could have access to a gun. That still doesn't mean she did.
That's all you needed. Doubt.
Show the antique rifle. Yeah, I still have it. There are weapons like this just lying around in Martinez.
That looks antique. A Belle McGrave. It's inoperable. Where'd you get it?
There's a cellar in the bookshop. It was hidden there with others just like it.
20, maybe 30 rifles, Titus. Also broken, but still, there were too many. And there must be other caches too.
God damn it. We need to close that dump down for good.
Oh, they know it.
It's a goddamn breech loader, too. Find one that works, and you got a military-grade weapon that shoots jacketed ammunition.
He sees it. This is coming together. He must.
The local pawn shop sold my lost gun to a woman. Maybe it was her.
You lost your gun?
Oh, shut up.
Tell me, did you lose it before the murder?
It was... yes.
No, you didn't. And Ruby didn't use your lost gun to kill him.
Stop thinking about your lost gun, damn it. You'll get a heart attack.
This was merely a thought exercise. He did not lose his gun. Let's move on.
I didn't say I'd prove she had the murder weapon. Just that we need to find her.
I don't know, Cop. Why don't you find your lost gun first?
Easy now, Al. This isn't comedy hour.
Titus, we're not seriously considering it, are we? Ruby wouldn't do this. Why would she do something like this?
Phase 3. Motive. The last component. The big one. Get this and they'll give her to you. Remember, don't piss him off. That never works.
Yeah, this will piss him off. Maybe she killed him because she thought Curry from you. It's not why did she kill him, it's why did she organize the cover-up.
And I suppose you have a theory on that.
She could have been covering up for herself, Titus.
Think about it. Why go through all that effort? It was her idea, wasn't it? The hanging. You went along, but she suggested it.
She had, like, a fully formed plan and shit. Right when she came back downstairs.
Yeah, she had everything planned.
Really, Shanks? Claudia wanted to talk to another girl, that's all. She was just the first one up there. I could have come up with that plan if I'd have been first.
Time for a logics demonstration.
Eugene, Shanky. Willman swings his eyes, she had formally planned and shit. Eugene.
He scoffs.
Think. You kill him. Get up there. Shoot him. Get down.
Would you prefer to go on trial with your friends as part of a lynch mob or alone for committing murder?
The man is silent.
If she used us to cover her own shit up, well, that's a serious violation of the Hardy Code, boss.
Which is why she didn't. She would never do that. Why aren't more of you defending her? This is fucking stupid, Titus.
Glenn, I thought the same thing when she skipped town and left us in this shit.
Oh, so he didn't rule her out completely. And she
he was,
skipped town.
Yeah.
This is good.
He figured something was going on. Maybe it's all part of the liver shish. No. Kill her because she thought a career for you.
You had expressed, on occasion, your dislike of the mercenaries' presence in Martinez, right?
Whack someone in my district? That doesn't carry much favor with Titus Hardy. She has to know that.
Maybe it's all part of a leadership challenge against
There's
you,
no
Titus.
fucking leadership challenge. Just when I thought you were taking this seriously, Cop.
Oh shit.
Man, now he's just
He's
throwing
pissed.
shit against the wall to see what sticks.
Okay. We ruled out infighting. That's how this works, by exclusion. Remember, all we need to do is rule Ruby out too. That's all this is.
There's a bit of truth in there for Titus to react so brashly. He does not like his authority questioned.
Titus, you have to see it. Things don't add up. We need to talk to her.
Silence. He looks around the room. The old man in the corner nods, a very small nod, and a trickle of tobacco spit on his lip. This is the only option he cares for.
Yeah, I see it. There's one more thing I've been wondering about. Ever since you asked me where she is. Add it to your list of suspicions, if you want. I don't know. I don't know where she went. She just got up and left. Got real scared, too. Wouldn't tell me where. However, hard, I asked. Want to know why?
Why?
She was afraid I would tell you. Maybe she was right. By now, I probably would.
She knew there's evidence on her, and she knew we'd find it. This is typical suspect behavior. Why fleeing is always incriminatory.
Perhaps. Ask her if you find her. It won't be easy, though. She made sure of that.
Okay, when did she
Friday
leave?
afternoon, when you first arrived. I got word the RCM was in town.
Okay, that
Then she
didn't
came
know
in to see
that
me.
much.
Told me she was leaving. That's when we had our little conversation.
What was she scared of? Probably.
I told
right?
you.
Yeah.
You.
Me, as in the RCM?
No, you. As in the cop with the sideburns and the disco clothes.
Don't forget the funny tie, too.
How can I forget?
You and I are going to dance in the moonlight under a billion stars.
You know, when I first saw you limp in here, I thought she was paranoid or sniffing her own supply. But now I'm not so sure.
What else did Ruby tell you about me?
She said you have a funny taste in clothes and that you won't stop until you have something on her. She said she's heard of you from Jamrock, that you're a human can opener,
Ooh.
that you play suspects against
She knows my
each
reputation.
other. Open them up like cans.
And then when they're all empty, just move onto the next can. Don't look back unless there was something you missed.
Fucking hell. Titus, did he just...
Open Angus up like a can? Yes, he did. Now, we can whine about it, whack him, or we can go on with our lives. I'm having to go on with our lives kind of day, Al. How about you?
It's not an actual question. Silence. He nods.
Anything else? Anything?
Yeah, there was something else. She wouldn't tell me, though. I could see she wanted to. It was burning on her lips. This called Titus. This called Pete.
Everard's file on you seemed thin on info. She must know from somewhere else. From Jamrock. Something more.
Could she have gotten this info from Everard?
No. Her and Everard. They don't talk.
Okay.
They've never met.
Well, that's ruled
They
out
have no
then.
relations. They live in different galaxies. Get that through your head.
Do you have any clues on where Ruby
She's
went?
not far. We know that much. She didn't take her lorry, so she's on foot.
Good fucking luck, man. She knows this place like the back of her hand. You'll never find her.
Yeah, Al. And we won't either.
She's not really a hardy candidate anymore, is she?
She's not, Glenn.
Have you looked for her?
A little. On the coast.
Where have you looked for her, more precisely?
More precisely, on the coast, past the waterlog. She's not here, so I'm thinking she's there.
Okay, past the waterlock.
Who's
Okay.
doing this looking? They're all here.
You're all here. Who's out looking?
Lizzie needed some air.
Oh, she went for a walk on the coast. She was probably looking for Ruby. Okay, that's what she meant. The gardener, but she went to tell Everard. So she didn't go tell Everard.
No one goes to tell Everard anything. He knows what he has to know. Fast.
It's called a radio, you believe. The gardener may have played you a game when she stormed out. She has her own plan.
Can you tell me where on the coast I should start looking?
Sure. There are some shit houses there. A cinder block town. Fisherfolk there refuse to unionize. So, that's one place we haven't looked. I
Okay,
hear
let's
they
go
have
there
a shack
right away.
where junkies sometimes crash. Time for you to step up.
We will start there. One more question. What does Ruby look like?
Boyish. Hair's red.
Died, yeah.
She looks like a Lowry man.
Like the Tommy said. Do you know what she's doing with Ulan frequencies?
The what now? I have no idea. Boys?
She said she's building a pale emitter.
A pale emitter? That doesn't sound good.
We were talking about radio equipment. She said she's doing Ulan frequencies and a pale something. I don't know more.
Interesting.
This guy barely understands what he's talking about.
There you have it. Hail something.
It's not much, but it'll do.
It'll have to.
Shake it.
His grip is firm and reassuring, like holding a piece of unpolished granite. Not just granite, tightly packed RCM sergeant material.
Very specific. You should be a cop, Titus.
When are you gonna get it through your dumb head? I
knew you were gonna.
am. I just wasn't sure you were.
Okay.
And he still isn't. People aren't afraid of good cops in the way Ruby was afraid of you, he thinks, then turns back to his men.
Okay, now we kind of know where she is. We have, like, narrowed it down a bit.
You think you have a pretty hot suspect right now, don't you? That Ruby of yours?
Yeah.
Notice how it came together without casting too much suspicion on Clasia. It was nice and Ruby-centric in the end.
What do you mean?
Anything struck you a bit off about this mishmash?
The bullet was jacketed. These don't just lie around everywhere, do they? The footprints in the pinball workshop didn't fit with the old hot soul spring to the crime scene. So far, no one's mentioned hearing the
Notice
shots.
how this hasn't come up at all.
Yeah.
Even Hardy and his boys didn't mention it. Neither did you. No, they didn't.
The bullet was jacketed.
Good point. It is rather rare these days, but do continue.
It turned out the bullet was an antique.
True. Strange how you conducted the whole advanced ballistics analysis and then hand-waved it.
I'm done thinking about
That's
this.
right. Finish thought. Just finish it and conveniently go on. She's watching you leave right now. You know that. Free as a bird on that roof, lighting up a cigarette and thinking, am I glad Ruby's in this shit and not me? Don't listen to this guy. The theory was solid. He's just jealous. Move on. It's no use harassing her.
Okay, logic. Okay. Man, I look so fucking stupid. Let me change clothes. I mean, I always look stupid, but this is like another level. Okay, this and this. Yep, I still look stupid. Let's save. Oh, hello.
That's one brutal motor carriage.
Okay, says the young man with piss written on his back.
If I were a real skull now, I'd jack it, paint it in palm tree livery, then bottom light it, neon style.
Fuck the world.
A snazzy shit-ripped skullmobile like this would make a fine trophy. We could, like, hang fucking shrunken heads from the side mirrors. Cops' heads. Scary tribal shit.
Yeah, tribal shit. A cop carriage like this would have proper skull value.
While I appreciate the interest you take in my brutal motor carriage, I have to stop you right there. The RCM takes threats directed at its property seriously.
It's just theoretical work, Copper. No basis in reality. Man, if we were certified skulls right now...
Who are you?
I can tell you who we're not, cop. We're not snitches or skulls.
Which is not to say that the skulls are bitches and... On the contrary.
The part of this
Alright.
presentation you want to take home with you, cop
So-
man,
So,
is we're not part of the skulls yet.
okay, so these guys want Kim's rims, is that it? To pawn it? Do you know anything about the murder that took place here?
Murder?
A man was hanged in the backyard in the whirling, of the whirling in rags.
Yeah, sure. We'll gladly tell you everything we know about it. It was a man.
Also, he was hanged.
Anything
He
else?
was hanged from a tree.
Yeah, I mean, duh.
These punks don't know anything. Let's just move along.
Hey, stop right there. How
Stop
does
right there, criminal
one
scum.
know anything?
How does one know anything? What does that mean? I'm not going to entertain you with this any longer.
Sure, sure. Understand.
You
What are
don't
the skulls?
What kind of cop are you?
I'm so glad you
The
asked.
question was rhetorical. The Skulls are the most vicious gang of the Besmertnay.
Besmertnay, that's new.
The nastiest bunch of psychos ever. Jacking carriages and getting into high-speed chases.
Possessing an infinite amount of fuck-all swagger, infamous for their non-verbal modus operandi.
Non-verbal?
If a skull spots you, he will pull out his dagger and stab you without saying a word.
The lieutenant's voice is as calm as usual, a testament to the violence and death he's witnessed through the sight of
Yeah,
the
it's all
fire.
normal to him at this
They
point.
usually occupy the burnt-out quarter in Jamrock, or you can find them loitering around their brightly painted bottom-lighted vehicles.
Ah, I can't wait to become a skull. Bottom lights are wretched aggressive.
No, they really aren't. It's porno tuning. Say no to the porno.
Say no to the porno. Do you guys know Cindy the Skull?
Oh yeah, Cindy's a right proper skull.
Okay.
Yeah, a true artist of the future. Just like Arno van Eyck.
By the way, if you see Cindy, give her our regards.
The lieutenant on your left is unusually lenient toward them.
Your rhetoric is confusing. Are you part of the skulls or not? I think they are aspiring skulls. That's what they are. Why aren't there more skulls in Martinez?
The Union does their share of policing in Martinez, at least where gangs are concerned. That's
okay.
why there isn't much organized crime around here.
They caught them all.
Apart from the unions themselves, of course.
Don't you worry about that. We're gonna make up for the deficit.
Yeah, we are.
Who's Van Eyck?
Old man, it doesn't matter. You'll be long gone before his greatness is recognized.
A young woman kneels on a sheet of ice, as if looking for something lost ages ago. She bends until her right ear touches the frozen water. She listens to it crack, slowly.
So you're saying I'm an old man? Yeah, I guess you're right. I'm pretty old. How old am I exactly? Am I like, what, 50 years old? Right? So you're saying I'm an old
Yep.
man?
Old as fuck.
Yeah, man.
Alright.
It's like at death's door. No wonder you know nothing about the future. You won't be there.
Your rhetoric is confusing. Are you a part of the skulls or not?
We're not franchise skulls. Well, not
Not
yet.
yet. Okay, yeah.
Once we get our name out there, we'll have
That's
a
what I
chance
thought.
to join them.
And what makes you think that the organization would accept you?
Because we can be just as psycho and vicious. You'll see.
Ah, you'll see for sure once we're in. It's the last thing you'll ever see before the void consumes you.
Are you implying I might be in some sort of danger? The young man raises two fingers in his temple and an imaginary hammer. Okay. Threats. Good, I like
But
that.
I don't. In fact, I dislike them so much I'm willing to drag you boys back to the station just to calm myself down.
Oh, now he's savage.
There's no need for that. We're just talking here. Joking too. Stay light, man.
Yeah. Didn't you cops, like, have some questions about skulls or some shit?
Enough about this scullery then.
Mm-hmm.
What's with the jackets?
What about them?
Why does your jacket say this written on it?
Well, first off, it's a statement and not necessarily something that characterizes me as a person, even though the statement has character. And I do like piss. The word piss epitomizes the struggle taking place
You
in
do
the
like
world.
piss.
Things being defined as they
Uh,
seem, not as they
uh.
are. And I guess it's also about communal spirit, the future, and truly appreciating our differences. Also, you've got to admit, it catches the eye. And since the Grand Piper is slowly but steadily moving towards basing the economy on it, attention, it is imperative that the medium itself convey the message.
What?
What I mean by this is, we are all piss and that the world is inherently meaningless.
Okay, dude. Why do we have "fuck the world" written on your jacket?
Like I said before, many men keep searching for the one, for so-called true love, which is actually just obsession masquerading as kinship. The thrill of the chase, the hollowness that fills your chest cavity after catching it. To catch a fish, you'll need to hurl the lure many times, and even then it isn't certain that you'll get anything. If you blow up the lake, though,
Blow it up.
you get more fish in a shorter time. And, for time is of the essence and fleeting ever so quickly, one must think of a way to fuck the whole world and not get caught up in fucking some one. Because when one fucks everything, he fucks nothing. And that, to me, feels glorious. Sticking your dick into the void.
This is some fire rioting happening
Is
right
it a
now.
coincidence that here we have 2 badass jackets and 2 badass cops?
Hey, Kim.
Yes?
Do you think it's a coincidence? What do you think about their jackets?
Leather jackets adorned with immature writing? The ideology they convey helps the boys justify poor choices in life and fashion. I'm not a fan.
Why are you always patronizing when cool possibilities cross our path?
What are you implying?
Which one would you wear?
I'm not sure I understand you, detective.
Are you more of a this or a fuck the world kind of guy?
Neither.
Oh, come on, Kim. It's just a mental exercise.
Fine, if only to end this discussion. Theoretically, if I were a juvenile delinquent, if I were to already be down that path, I think peace is the stronger of the two statements.
That works. I feel more like a fuck the world kind
Seems
of guy.
about right, especially considering your heroic exit attempts.
So are we done here? Or you don't need us around for your secret whisper party, do you?
F-lights. Ask for jackets for yourself and the lieutenant.
These guys aren't
Damn.
scary. You're
Yes.
not scary.
Gentlemen, your jackets.
Why?
Look at the shit you're wearing.
Yeah, like he said, total shit. What about it?
It's not shit, it's disco.
It's shit.
Please.
Fine. Fuck it. Here. Take it then.
Nice.
It's true. He simply can't. It's called empathy.
Wow, even though I failed.
Wow. I did not see that coming. You better wear that jacket with pride.
Fuck that. You're not getting mine. My dad's a lawyer in La Delta. He'll have your badge.
No, he won't.
The lieutenant is lightly amused by the situation.
Now we're gonna try to get the other jackets. Turn to Kim. I know you said you're more a this thing, kind of guy, but we only have one jacket and I want it. Fuck it, we don't need the other one. So I got the jacket for you. Wait, world fucker, you gotta reach that.
No. He's like a volunteer lawyer. A total bitch. Cites law and does dishes. You know what, cop? Fuck you. That's not what this is about. You're not getting my jacket.
Fuck him. We don't need his rich dad jacket anyway.
Fuck it, we don't need the other one. So I got the jacket
I'm
for
not
you.
wearing that jacket.
Why not? You could raise hell, go undercover, hard.
I don't think this case requires us to go undercover or raise hell. In fact, I don't think the jacket will be useful at all.
Still, it's good to know that we have it. Should the need arise.
Need will not arise.
Look at this cute shit. How can we become skulls if you go around fraternizing with cops? Let's get the fuck out of here before anyone sees us.
Fuck. I'm sorry, man. I just don't like confrontations, that's all.
Okay. How much does this give me? +1 drama, -1 authority. Yeah, that fits the description. Jacket recently born young man. It's quite a statement. Okay, let's go to the village, finally. We can teleport there. What am I doing? We unlocked teleportation last stream. Might as well use it. Right here. Okay, the village. Right. Yeah. Let's ask her first.
Our tenant, the policeman. I hope the waves don't keep you up at night. What can I help you with?
Have you seen a red-haired woman named Ruby around the coast?
Nay, I haven't seen anyone lately.
Because she's blind, which you seem to have forgotten.
Oh, because you're blind, right?
It's a sharp one.
There was a murder in Martinez. She might be a suspect. We would appreciate your help.
Would you now? I know how this world works, and it doesn't work when people tell on each other.
You know something. We're here to help.
Aye, that you are, Dark Omen. Help yourselves and your organization. Help the storm clouds gather on the horizon.
I see. You know something, but you've decided not to tell us.
There's not much to tell. People come and go. Now, was there something else?
When the visual woman's hiding something. Look around, maybe. Okay. There's shack.
I see, man. I hope you don't mind if we look around anyway.
You should look around your shack. Maybe she's rented it out to others too.
Yeah. Let's see. Oh. This wasn't exposed before.
As you look at the floorboards in this corner of the shack, it's clear one of them isn't quite level with the others.
The plot thickens.
Hollow space underneath the floorboards is dark and damp. You can barely make out the mixture of sand and sawdust below.
What's in here? Search through the sand and
You
sawdust.
stick your hand in and start combing through the sand. Dry, not like outside. Fine dust. And then something hard wrapped in paper.
What is it?
A small cylindrical object. You pull it out. A bullet.
Ooh, a bullet.
The
Interesting.
floorboard doesn't care. But maybe the washerwoman does. You have enough to confront her with.
I have 2 bullets now.
It's extra ammunition. She's locked and loaded, ready to fight some cops.
From the bullets, okay. Does it show? Yeah, you've got 2 bullets. And, yeah, it shows the keys. Let's ask her about this. You have a suspicious
Our
bullet.
tenant, the policeman. I hope the waves don't keep you up at night.
Why
What
was there a
can
bu-
I help you with?
Why was there a bullet under the floorboards of your shack?
Damn that girl.
And without anger,
Ah, she
a long
knows
and
her.
harsh life has taught her not to buckle under pressure.
A bullet?
The lieutenant turns to you and gives you a little nod, then turns to the washerwoman.
You didn't put it there, did you?
Gone and hid things in there? She's usually a good tenant, and not a stupid one either.
You rented the room to her?
Yes, I let my room to that Ruby girl.
She speaks slowly, wriggling out of the rack. Hands moving the water bucket. Some water sloshes over the edge.
As I've done before when she's been in trouble or just looking for solitude. I've made it clear. We welcome all kinds of people here.
When was this?
She came last Friday, left on Monday in a hurry. What has she gotten herself into, that girl?
That's for the police to find out. Right then, please answer each question to the best of your ability. I'm sure we have a few.
You said she left on Monday.
Yes, early with the dogs, around 8 o'clock, I think.
Is the room exactly as she left
I
it?
cleaned it, like I always do. No,
Okay. What is she like, Ruby?
she's good company. Knows how to talk to an old woman. At my age, you don't get a lot of quality conversation. So I really appreciate that about her.
Did she talk to you much during her last stay?
No, she was mostly silent this time. Kept to herself. She tried not to let it show, but I could tell she hadn't come to fish. Usually she likes to cast a few lines, but this time she mostly stayed in her room.
Why do you think she left the bullet there?
How would I know? She's a gruff one, but not violent. She doesn't go around toting a gun.
Did she have any technical equipment with her, like radio stuff?
Not that I know of, though she was into nice music. She once showed me a few mixtape millions she'd made. Although I guess she was pretty handy with the mechanical and technical stuff. Even fixed the heater in the shack. You should be thankful for that.
She may simply have kept the equipment elsewhere.
Where did she go?
I don't know. Further up the coast. She tried to leave quietly, but the hinges on that door screeched like a cat in heat. Woke me up. I heard her rushing in those heavy boots, heading up north. You'll never find her, you know. She knows the coast like the back of her hand. You only just arrived.
I wouldn't worry about that, man. We are persistent.
Okay, heading north. Okay, further up the coast we go
Are
then.
you sure you would rather stay here? Get a nice cozy fire going in the heater? Seems like a better idea to me.
No, you can do it. You still have plenty of juice in you before you drop. Behind the cinder block houses, old pre-war ruins rise to the sky like dark palaces. The wind calls.
What more do you want to know?
Yes, everything.
One thing.
She really means it. It's an honest plea.
Go easy on her. Officer, if you do find her, please go easy on her. Okay.
She's a good girl. Whatever she's gotten herself mixed up in.
Okay, I'll try. If she doesn't give me any trouble, that is. Okay. Let me check a thing here. Those are what are available to you. Why is this so buggy? Oh, okay. Visual calculus, wash basin. There was a drama. Yeah, this one. Okay. Let's do drama. And try that one more time. Or, actually, let's go look for her first. Now that we are here. Just to not always walk back and forth. What is this? Slid in concrete there, a sewer. What drips from your knuckles? Oh. Am I going to the right way? I don't think I am. Okay. He said near the cinder blocks, so we need to look for buildings made of concrete. Let's see. This is a church, alright. Only ice for now. This is that bunker or whatever. Oh, shit. Some seagull. To south, cast a long shadow over you. Okay. Oh, we are on the edge right now. Okay, we went too north. Too much north. I think it was east, but I'm not sure at all. Let me see the map. Oh, okay. So we need to go west, actually. To the left. My bad. Go here. There's no music, it's so silent. There's the music. Okay. Bars cover these long dusty windows. Alright. Oh yeah, these two people.
And Mikhail noticed the windows, especially with how there are no windows on the south side. This was to deal with.
A blond man stands next to his son, pointing to the weather-worn ruins. He sees you approaching and smiles.
You officers, come to investigate the historic subtext of West Martinez? I'm Tran Heilostam. You must be Kim Kituragi, right? I was just telling my son about this building. Not a lot of people realize the historic significance here. Very rich in hypertext.
Nice to meet you.
Hold on, hypertext?
Yes, hypertext. Young Carp and the collection of cultural hyperlinks.
Wait, what was that about the Windows before?
Oh, yes. So, Mikhail, they had to deal with monitor glare, especially in the summer. They still had vector monitors back then. That was 49 years ago. So they didn't have windows on the south wall.
The poor kid probably doesn't know what a monitor is, much less a vector monitor. You and Kim know each other?
No, I can't say that we've met before, but I've heard of Kim, of course. Mikhail, say hi to the officers.
Oh.
Mikhail's a little tired today. We spent all night trying to run Orbis on his radio computer. Have you heard of it? It's a programming language used in Grad. Quite tricky, but he wanted to play this Grad-made adventure program. We've been getting really into worms lately. But I assume you're not here for giant worms when there are so many real things to see. Just as I was telling Mikhail before, this is where the Coalition landed in '08. We could be standing on what is the most interesting landmark in Revachol West.
He points to the building again.
This man is your half-brother. You feel it. But why?
Why indeed? That's kind of strange. I'm looking for a suspect. Have you seen anyone suspicious around?
No, I'm afraid I can't help you with this one, officer. It's just a regular day off for me and Mikhail here.
So you haven't seen anyone around?
No, I'm sorry. As I said, this is just a day off. We just arrived anyway.
There's something friendly and familiar in how he says that. A day off.
What's so fascinating about an empty old building?
Aha! But it's not just any empty old building.
Of course it's not. He raises his hands to his eyes to shield himself from the freezing snow. All four of you turn to admire the mural before
What
you.
not a lot of people know is, this used to be the R&D department of Felt Electrical. And Felt, which now sells ink cartridges mostly, was once a top dog in the turn-of-the-century cybernetics boom.
Hold on. What's R&D?
Look at the building looming over you. Wait, what's an R&D department?
Apologies, it's an acronym for research and development. They don't use it anymore. You're probably more familiar with RTD, Research and Technological Development.
Look at the building looming over you.
It looks old and weathered, with seagulls picking apart its stone and metal carcass. Bushy undergrowth has taken hold of the collapsed rooftop. Some kind of bird has set up a nest on a broken windowsill.
I don't think I've ever heard of this Felt Electrical.
That's not surprising. Only a vestigial ink cartridge and ferrotape manufacturer remains.
He just says suit jacket.
They started out as a midway electronics outfit in Königstein 2 centuries ago. After an aggressive move to Revachol, Feld became a global player in the emerging personal electronics market of the pre-revolutionary era. Still, Tricentennial was beating them in business machines.
Man, this guy talks a
Feld
lot.
had an ace up their sleeve. Or should I say, they were developing an ace up their sleeve.
Okay, very interesting.
Not
Let's
mixed
get
up.
back to
It
this
was
later.
here in Martinez, possibly in this very building, that they developed prototypes for...
We gotta ask him this, right? You look like someone who has money. Do you have any money?
I do have some money, yes, but that's not what's really important here.
Oh, it is.
He's not gonna give you money. What are you doing? Clearly you were just profiling.
Could I have just had some of that unimportant money? I don't want your money.
Oh no, I don't have it on me, officer. I was talking in more general terms. I'm just spending time with my kid here, showing him around the lesser-known parts of our hometown. It wouldn't be
Okay.
wise to carry huge amounts of cash on such expeditions.
Not that he would have to worry about being robbed. He looks surprisingly buff. Does he work out?
Great, thank you for all the interesting information.
No, thanks to you for having me and little Mikhail here to pick your brain. A very interesting conversation indeed.
Nothing important, but okay. Let's see.
You see, a once bright mural towering above you. The signage has peeled off over the years, but you can still make out Feld Electrical R&D, a slogan used to intertwine with the loops a long time ago. Now, only a shadow of peeled letters remains. It says, Tomorrow is just a whisper away.
Tomorrow's just a whisper away.
Looks like tomorrow never came.
Never raises the collar of his bomber jacket. Step closer.
Above the mural, a collapsed roof, broken windows set in walls that are cracking and will soon also fall, and the coastal breeze rustling and sighing in the remains of the edifice. There's something in the wind. Sometimes the only way to go forward is to fail first.
Could Ruby be in there?
In there? She could. Or she could be in the identical room over there, or in that boat shack. In that church tower, maybe.
So, listen to the wind. Shivers. It's 83%, but I'm gonna put one more... actually, I'm gonna take my chances.
Even though you're
It's only 80,
sure
83%,
you succeeded,
so...
all is quiet. There is no cold hand brushing against your forehead. No rustle in the reeds. The wind has died down. The ruin in front of you is silent as a tomb.
What was I even attempting to do here?
Trying to talk to the wind, the city. Whatever you thought would happen did not. And now you're just standing there in the pale of the morning, with your hands fallen to your side. A prayer of sorts to Revachol.
She could be anywhere. How do we find her?
Or do we? I was really hoping she'd be in the village. Okay. She's probably north of the village, and this place is a peninsula. We already scanned most of the outdoor areas on our wild cryptid hunt, so we have an understanding of the geography, at least. And then there's the church. If I were a murder suspect, I would not hide in the most prominent building here, but who knows? Maybe she's reckless. Anyway, we do it the old-fashioned way. Sector by sector. Go over the whole peninsula, ask the locals, enter the places where we can enter first, like we did in the village.
And if that fails, if we don't find her?
Then, if we're desperate, we can look where we can't enter. Bunkers, storm drainage, this place. I'm sure it won't come to that.
Walk the coast, the old boardwalk, the reeds. You can always come back here and talk to the wind again. Look where it already got you. An adventure awaits. An adventure on the windswept urban coast. Buckle up and raise your collar. This search is going to be wet and cold.
Listen to the wind again.
Suddenly, there's a sigh, carried on the molecules around you, moving, flowing from high pressure to low pressure, like that of a woman emptying her lungs. She wraps the collapsing stone box in front of you in her breath, flowing through it.
Where does it go?
In through the collapsed roof, flowing down a concrete staircase to the basement, sweeping away footprints in the dust on the stairs. And then the beach below the boardwalk. Its winding tunnels, a whisper away.
What is happening?
She's down there.
Oh. Oh shit. I think she's down there below this building.
Okay. Why?
The wind told me. The wind told me.
So, how do we get in there? The doors were on the collapsed side of this building. They're gone, basically.
Finally, my time
Shivers
to
the
shine.
goat. There's a ladder next to the sign. Perhaps we can climb it. Enter through the roof.
Perhaps you can climb them. We are not climbing anything. I'm 43 years old, and I plan to live to see 70.
There has to be a way to use brute force. Climbing sounds unsafe. Brute force is safe. Look around and find something to break if the ladder fails.
Okay. Hold on. I know it auto-saved, but I'm going to save again. Alright. And save again.
A rusty ladder leads to the rooftop. Some of the rungs are missing.
Yeah, that doesn't look good at all.
Yeah, assess the
The
situation.
distances between the remaining rungs are rather wide. You'd have to use the
Yeah, it's
mounting
completely broken.
brackets. However, they
Most of
seem
it.
corroded and the peeling rust is razor sharp. In addition, the first rung is going to be tough to reach. It's what, 3 meters above the ground? And you're 180?
180 seems about right.
Not to mention that the roof is collapsing and the wind gets pretty brutal up there. Dismounting from the ladder is going to be hard. Perhaps if you were to not climb the ladder, instead What if you were to do something more subtle? Astral projection. Be open-minded about this.
Astral projection. What if I don't climb? What if I just teleport? I wonder.
Teleportation is not a thing.
Are you sure, Kim? Come on, Kim, what's your adventure spirit?
This really has nothing to do with adventure. We are dealing with basic physics here.
You want that to try?
Oh yes, it could hurt. A lot.
He is restraining himself from using a parental tone.
Teleport to the roof. I can actually do that. Let's try.
All you need to do
Easy.
is close your eyes and concentrate. Darkness enfolds you. You can feel the distance between the bench and the first rung of the ladder. All you need to is...
do it.
Zoot, zap, pow, crinkle. It's like magic. You feel yourself disappear. Your atoms fading out of existence.
Holy shit, it actually
oh my
worked.
God, I can't believe it.
Bat!
You find yourself on the roof, having mastered the art of
What
physical
the fuck?
displacement.
I did it, Kim. I teleported.
I just saw you climb the ladder.
Oh.
You just climbed it like a regular person.
Oh, okay.
The wind at the top of the building starts howling loudly, blowing away the lieutenant's voice.
Man, how did he climb these parts? This seems very hard to do. Holy shit. Then I have to jump. Rip.
Never mind. Find a way to let me in when you get inside.
Okay. Okay. Let's go. We're close. I can feel it. The central support beam has been destroyed by artillery fire. Can get down here. Ooh. Postcard. Okay. Oh, these are the windows that were barred. You can barely see out. Yeah. One more floor. Office furniture, last century maybe. Brought down and forgotten not so long ago. Should have taken a flashlight. Oh my god. If he says so. This overturned table is covered in orange mildew, crawling with something. Oh, these are the doors, okay.
Two rusty metal plates that slide apart form a crude door. It's been here under the boardwalk for a while.
Push the doors open.
The doors seem to be on rails, but they've gotten jammed. You grab a side and put some strength into prying it open. With the help of your partner, the two metal panels slide open with a creak.
Huh. I hope no one dangerous heard that.
How did you even get
After
there?
you climbed up to the roof, you mean? There's a maintenance entrance under the boardwalk. It's next to a drain pipe, possibly a storm drain. It was easy to miss before.
He's quite proud of himself.
Could have saved me the effort.
At least now we have an exit, so let's get going. It's time to investigate these passages.
Alright, let's go. I'm quite nervous right now. We'll follow. I'm still very little mold. And the music is not helping. Suggestion. House of glass. Oh. Secret room. Interesting. Stale fabric smell and dust. No one slept here in months, maybe years. Oh, there's a Krasmazov, I think he was
A
his name is?
mustachioed and mutton-chopped man, amateurishly depicted, gazes at you with sad eyes. The plaque reads, K. Mazov.
Yeah, Krasmazov.
There is a spider web in the lower left corner of the portrait.
Brush the dust off the portrait.
Years worth of dust is shaken off. The full head of hair, matched by an ample moustache and sideburns, look a bit silly. Someone crouches, heels digging into wet sand. Hands sweep across the sand, grains sticking to the frayed skin of the fingertips. An old man sits on a slab of concrete and taps his fingers against the glass of a scope. You shudder.
It's Gazmazov. What a troublemaker he was.
Yes. Looks like some latter-day radicals were hiding out here. They left a long time ago.
A long time ago? How long?
Half a century. This was probably part of the network of defense posts the communards built against the amphibious landing. I think the purpose of this bunker was to produce propaganda. It would have had radio equipment back then, but that's all been looted.
What's with all these secret weapons caches and secret bunkers?
We have found a lot of those lately. I guess what most people think of as history tends to linger in rundown neighborhoods. Martinez being what it is, no one has gone through the trouble of cleaning out the old bunkers.
Good hiding place for someone who's up to no good.
Maybe I should move in here. Seems cozy.
I won't stand in your way, but only after we're through with this case.
Okay, gotcha. Could it be connected to the Mazov bust we found in the students' room?
Millions of depictions of Mazov have been produced. They're not all
Way
connected.
back in the first day.
Besides, that looked like some student. The youths always go for this kind of stuff.
Right. Could someone have stopped through here recently?
You mean like Ruby? No. I think we've stumbled on a piece of history.
I think Ruby stayed here. I do not agree with you. Let me see. These pattern plates are full of dust and spiderwebs. Okay. Revolutionary propaganda on the bunk bed. Ancient flyers and brochures. A hat. Okay. You can see the breach through this slit window. Let's save, just in case. Then we done so much. Okay. Yeah, footprints. But there's footprints in the sand. Souls appear more one than another. Yeah. The hot soul. A natural buzzing. Oh no. There's something there as well. Okay, just a tunnel. It's getting louder, the buzzing sound.
There it is again, like a swarm of hornets
Ay,
buzzing
ay, ay.
under your scalp. A strange tingling you can almost smell.
Lieutenant, do you feel something?
No. What do you mean?
A pain, a strange tingling.
I don't feel it, but we should still be careful. There were footprints back there, and I'm pretty sure they were fresh.
Hold on, you don't really feel anything.
No, but you are the sensitive one.
I saw them too, footprints with the right sole worn smooth.
Looks like our suspect. If she's in here, we need to plan our next step carefully.
What do you mean?
Once we detain a credible suspect, who knows what the Union and the Wild Pines will do? We'll set in motion events we have no control over.
Oh,
This
no.
part of town is a fine clockwork puzzle. Disturb its peace, and it will start breaking down uncontrollably. Keep calm. Go over the whole situation in detail.
Okay. So this is like a how do you call it? A point of no return, I think. It certainly looks like it. We know what Joyce knows about the murder, but I have other things to discuss with her. Do we know whatever happens will affect our cryptozoologists? How bad do you think things can get?
Well, we are not responsible for what we can't predict, are we? I don't think the entire city will be razed to the ground.
He smells in the
Let's try not to worry, he thinks. If you can't predict it, there's nothing you could have done.
Everard knows more than he's told us.
Yes. There won't be time for that once things go down. Matter of fact, I don't think there's time for it now, but...
If you must.
If I must. Alright. Do you think whatever happens will affect the
You mean
cryptozoologists?
I don't see how cryptozoology and the murder investigation are
Yeah,
connected.
they're probably fine, right?
But the situation in the city will get tense for everyone.
Okay, you need to
If it gets
be
that
careful.
tense, the amateur zoologist...
I think I see a cavern. Maybe more cellars? I think we've been careful enough. We still have the element of surprise.
I wouldn't be so sure. You haven't exactly been sneaking.
Or maybe not. Either way, once we go deeper, there will be no turning back.
Yeah, exactly what I said. Let's do a new save. Wait, how many saves do I have? Oh, okay, I have a quick save like right before this conversation. Okay, I'm scared. Let me see. Close. There's not much I can do. Martinez. I haven't checked the church yet. Let me see the church before we go this part. Sorry for blue balling, but I'm really curious about the church now. We can go out through here. Yeah. And the church is like pretty much outside here. Mazout. Okay. Hold on, we can put this off here. The church not here. Here, okay, I found it. Let me check around if there's anything that I missed. Oh, sign of treasure. Okay. Found some balls here. A lot of money and healing for some reason. There's some money up there too. Alright. Oh yeah, I think we've been here before. Yeah, there's a girl here, or a boy.
A shaggy-looking girl in her late teens or early 20s kneels on the ice with an electronic contraption in her hand. Hearing you approach, she looks up.
Oh, hello there.
It's cold out here, but she's not wearing a hat. She must be freezing. Everyone knows drugs make you invulnerable to cold. You bet this one likes to party.
Dear child, it's freezing. Where's your hat?
Huh?
Maybe she didn't hear you. A little louder.
I said you should have a hat on.
So should you.
I don't have to do anything. I am the law. You have to do what the law says. I should, and I do.
Oh, I didn't notice that.
It's nice. You should wear one too if you plan staying outside this weather.
Well, look, man, fuck the hat.
I'm not gonna do this. My authority is trash. Oh my god. I'm gonna try it anyway.
Lots of feeling.
Yeah. Oh my god,
Feel
fuck the
it
hat.
up.
Is that what you just said to me?
Up.
I can't believe you just told me to fuck the
You're
hat.
saying it really loud, but it's not coming out right. Maybe add more.
What? Engage in sexual intercourse with a hat right in front of you? Oh my.
More.
Right here on the sea ice?
More.
Puff your cheeks as if you can breathe. She indignantly in the
I
front.
didn't mean to. I'm sorry.
The lieutenant is watching the scene unfold before his eyes.
Dude, what is
Unsure
this?
How to react.
Start jumping up and down on the sea ice, gesturing both hands. This is where it's supposed to take
The
place.
girl looks down, slowly curling.
This is
into a
awkward.
ball. 3 figures on the spring ice. One, a shortish man, is standing with his shoulders slightly hunched. Another, a young woman, tries her best to ignore the third, a middle-aged man with spectacular sideburns, jumping up and down on the sea ice. Across the bay, Two figures watch the scene unfold through coin-operated binoculars. My God, one says in a concerned voice. Let me see,
Is it
says the other.
John? Yeah, is it John and the other
That's it.
woman?
You've earned it. Start crying. Life's hard.
Anyway, I can't believe you used obscenities like that in front of the police officer, and you should.
The words are stuck in your throat. All that comes out is tears pouring down your face. The young woman has kept her eyes trained on her wires, waiting for the lecture to end. But now she hears sobbing. Looking up, she sees a grown man on the wrong side of 40, his face bloated from alcohol and God knows what else. Not so quietly, crying.
This isn't really about the hat, is it?
And you should wear a hat. That's it. That's all I wanted to say.
I swear to God, I will always wear a hat from now on.
Would it be alright if I ask you some questions now?
You know, you're not the only one with issues. I self-medicate. Shit. Life's a horror, you know? Crying helps, though. Get it out your system. And then maybe we can talk. Okay? I'll be here.
Oh, she's so sweet. Whoa. Jamming? Hello? Hold on, I see a lot of bottles. I need to put my thing here. Take off my ledger because this took me -2 authority. I didn't know. Okay, let me see. Juggling markings. Kim wants to talk to me again as well.
Do you want to talk about what just happened?
What's there to talk about?
Normally, I'm opposed to discussing one's feelings, especially on duty. But I think this is an exceptional case. So, what do you think happened?
A crygasm.
A what?
It's when you totally break down and it feels a little better afterwards. I don't know where I got the expression from. I may have just invented it.
In the future, could you please refrain from emoting too much on duty? The quasi-legal status of the RCM means we need to project strength twice as consistently as any other police force in the world.
Okay, I'll control my emotions.
Good. Controlling your emotions sounds good. Glad to hear it was minor. Can you go on?
Absolutely. Superstars always get back up, and try again.
Then, let's go.
Let's go. What is this?
A pane of Eternite, barely holding it up.
Oh, it's kind of like a bridge?
A stronger gust of wind might be enough.
Push the Eternite
The
over.
pane falls into the icy snow with a soft thunk.
Okay, this is kind of like a shortcut, I think. Just so we don't go over all of that. Okay, I guess that's good. Let's see. Trash from some unending party. Let's get in there.
The tent is just tarpaulin fabric covering a pile of stuff. The flap is open. Inside, 3 young men are listening to some new form of music. It's like nothing you've ever heard. One of them looks at you.
Come on, get in and close the flap behind you. The warm stuff's getting out.
Oh, I think I remember these guys from somewhere. This looks very familiar. The warm stuff is getting out.
It's safe to assume this is their leader. Or at least he thinks he is.
Okay, squeeze in.
Sorry, we barely have room for one.
You go ahead. I'm too old for this.
I'm actually not, he thinks. I just dislike delinquents.
That's fair.
I'm sure you will feel right at home. I'll keep watch.
Lion. Catch him. It smells like sweat and laundry detergents. Was the trace of either. 12 nasal sprays were named as a bed from drug. Level distilled. Alright.
Go speak to Andre. I'm just annoyed.
Okay, I'll speak to Andre. It is Andre, right?
You see a youngish man bleaching the tips of his hair with a toothbrush. He puts the toothbrush down and extends his hand in greeting.
Hello, I'm Andre. It's a pleasure to meet you.
His grip is strong, sweaty, and warm. He's trying to project and inspire confidence.
This is my posse.
Noid.
The young man with earrings looks at you suspiciously.
And Egghead. Egg!
Egg! Wow. Cool portrait. The tape player high above his head continues to blast strange music.
Together with a Settle Burger, who's out there right now, doing some seriously progressive sonic experimentation, we like to think of ourselves as music venue organisers.
Wait, how many music venues have you organized?
We have many in the pipeline, officer.
Why are you here?
You see, we've been all over Jamrock North, prospecting for real estate to establish a new venue in.
Also for talent.
Yeah, thank you, Egghead. And while there is no shortage of raw, unfettered talent spinning tapes in Jamrock, we've had rotten luck with the real estate part.
Place is a shithole.
I apologise for my friend Noid's potty mouth. I realise this is not how you speak to a police officer. He has
No, it's fine,
authority
it's fine.
issues.
It's fine. There's no need, the place is pretty bad. Was there something you wanted?
Yeah, it's a matter of occupied ecclesiastical property. I bet you've noticed the derelict hive of narcomania on the coast.
What are you talking about?
I'm talking about the church, and I'm not exaggerating. Even a place of spiritual refuge can become a magnet for all sorts of dopeheads and burnouts if left unattended.
Dopeheads! Burnouts!
Well, I'm sad to say, that's exactly what happened. Sad because we were just about to put Martinez on the map with one of the maddest dance clubs in Jamrock. Nah, strike that, in Reversholt.
Strike that! The world!
And sadder yet, because the dopeheads and burnouts holed up in there are the worst kind.
He leans back a little, watching you with a steady, serious gaze, letting you imagine just how bad those dopeheads and burners really are.
What kind?
The spooky kind.
Ooh, what exactly do you mean by spooky?
I was hoping you would be the judge of that, officer. All I can say is, their spookiness is the kind that keeps us from restoring this church into a community centre and a place of spiritual refuge.
Also, they don't eat or clean the building. Shit's gonna collapse. People just wanna spin tapes without them spooking it up. Place has bad signs. No one can dance like that.
If you say so.
Thank you, Egghead. So you're gonna look into it, right? It should be a police matter. Getting them out.
Yeah, of
Whatever
course.
spooky stuff they're doing, I'm sure it's not what the Ecclesiastes meant their property for.
Sure, I'll look into it. Tell me more.
All right, man.
He claps his hands into his ears.
Andre is obviously very happy you took him seriously.
Yeah, I need
The whole
to
tent is-
check the church
The boys
first.
exchange giddy
I know
looks.
nothing about it. You mentioned some kind of Ecclesiastes on the church. Who are these Ecclesiastes?
Oh yeah, that's a meteor and name for the founding party. Thought it'd be cool to use it.
Before we go on, what do you mean by meteorite?
You know, of Meteo, concerning Meteo.
Meteo?
Meteo, a country on Muindi, on the Muindi Isla.
Oh, the founding party. I do know them, but you can refresh my memory?
Come to think of it, I've never really looked them up, you know. I can't give you a precise definition, but they're a very powerful religious organisation.
And?
And they have roots in ancient mass society. And they're the custodians of the Pericanassian Church. Plus, they anoint
A
the
lot of
innocents.
names. A lot of new
They,
names
like, made the Innocentic
to keep
system.
track of.
No?
It doesn't sound like they would appreciate the dance club in their church. Can people vandalize dance music in their church?
You're right, they do.
The Pericanassian Church is about love. And Nordic music is about
This
love.
voice acting, I love
I
it.
got love for my Pericanassian posse. Love is the relay out of death. We dance.
We dance.
Love is hardcore.
Hardcore.
Unity. Unity.
Make some noise for my Insulindian posse.
Knowing not as it obviously will break into dance.
You feel it. The anodes and the cathodes coursing through you. Your big toe starts tapping along to the bass, as if testing the waters.
No words, enjoy the beat.
Feels good.
I guess stuff can be pretty hardcore.
Oh yeah, it can.
He's coming around. You're getting it.
I don't quite understand what you're talking about. What's a posse? You're right. How could a founding party that enthusiastic? Dance music is about love, and so is Pericanassian Church.
Yeah!
Whatever.
Yakokata, the place to be.
He seems ecstatic that you share his vision of Pericarnassianism.
Do it for the masses. Do it for the crew.
I didn't want to say it, but it was pretty lame of you to imply otherwise. Anyway, you got more questions?
The one with the large head is still looking at you, nodding his head, waiting for your body to start moving.
Yeah! Let it out! Let
Let the disco happen! Bring the disco into this world! Get this church shit on, and then dance there, motherfucker!
Do you feel like you could go for a little disco when or if they get this club going? You've got it in you.
Okay. What's the status of the church? I haven't gotten inside the building
I
yet.
asked Noid to install a measure against more drifters wandering in. A padlock. It's a temporary fix. Just something to contain the situation.
I had to do it in a hurry. Not my best work, but it should hold for a while.
What about the key?
Of course. Noid, give the officer the key.
All right.
It's as if time has frozen.
Failed another
You think you
92.
can sense the key moving in the air?
Oh my god.
Yeah, this is going to be way cool.
Don't ruin the cool by overdoing it. Raise your hand in front of your face with minimal
Blam.
effort.
Straight in the eye. Straight
Ow.
in the old eye orb. In the looking ball. A stabbing pain. Tears stream uncontrolled.
Man, I'm super sorry. That was totally
Man,
my
that was
bad.
free, man.
I got
That was bullshit.
overexcited. Threw him too hard.
He looks like he's genuinely sorry. He didn't throw them better.
You almost time to murder the cop. Let's use a lethal
I really
force.
am sorry, man. Just take this, okay?
Wow, looks like there's quite a lot there.
I don't need your PT money. No, where were we?
He is shifting in his spot, uncomfortably.
We were talking about the padlock, I think.
No. How long have those people have been locked in there?
Not long. Like a week, maybe?
Whoa, okay. That's a long time. Yeah, exactly. How can you be sure they haven't starved to death?
I'm super sure they're alive. I mean, come on. I'm at least 90%, maybe 85% sure they're still alive.
85% is good enough. No one lives forever, baby.
Exactly. That's exactly what we thought. The cage of the rage! Rough blade!
Egg means the situation is monitored. It's relatively safe. No one has died yet.
Okay.
Sure, man. Tell us what you want to know. Let's do it.
I wanted to ask you about this tent full of equipment.
Truth is,
see.
I don't really know. None of us do.
Hmm.
I don't even know how many there are. All we've seen are glimpses.
You haven't seen them, and you want the police involved. Better safe than sorry. Anything more you can tell me?
Yes. There's also the machinery.
This machinery is of the deeply mystical variety.
When I first scouted the place, back in February, it was abandoned, empty. Took some time getting the crew together. So about 2 weeks ago, we came here hoping to set the stuff up. Suddenly, there are all these strange machines lying around in there.
One of them has wires running into bowls of water. Wires into water. Never seen anything
Water.
like it.
Andre, tell him about the feeling. Oh, and it felt like there was something in there with us, watching us from the dark.
That's...
No, the other one. Which other one? I'm not as in tune with my emotions as you are, Egg. Felt like silence. Awful silence.
But you haven't physically seen anyone.
Not exactly. We've just seen someone who we think is a woman go in and out of the church. A couple of times. And we felt someone or something eyeing us inside. But that's kinda it.
A woman right there, maybe? A lorry woman?
Sure, why not? Yeah.
But not really. Brown hair. Old. Heavy, dark signs.
So which one is it?
What Noid said.
Ruby's gone.
Okay.
The woman is someone else.
What was that about something watching you?
Like, you aren't alone, you know?
It wasn't quite human, if you know what I mean.
Okay, we're dealing with
It was
supernatural.
this dark shape climbing upside down along the ceiling, like some kind of crab man.
Crab man?
Yeah, you know, the way it was climbing up and around the ceiling, like a crab.
It
Right.
was stalking a cell, exhibiting ambush behavior.
Ambush behavior. Crab man.
Crab man! Yeah,
Hmm.
totally. I mean, I didn't personally see it. A cell was alone that time, but I believe her. If she comes out running and says there's a crab in there, there's a crab in there.
So he hasn't even been in there lately. Is he afraid?
You should ask her about it, but be nice. Don't tell her you don't believe in the crab.
So how can you be sure they're burnouts and dope heads if you haven't seen them?
Well, honestly, I can't, but I am.
Why not? Let's go with that.
I don't see a single thing wrong with that
I'm
argument.
70% sure they're substance users. Don't let the technology fool you.
Gotcha, okay. Alright, let's talk about something else.
Sure. What?
That's
As
okay.
always.
Let's inspect the church. We cannot waste any more time. It's also midday. Just like Europe, okay. Oh, hold on. There's something for me to take here. A lot of things, actually. Here and here. Right. Let's go check out the church, finally. Money, of course.
Heavy wooden doors, more than twice your height, stand shut in front of you. The rectangular sea-worn ornamentation appears in stark contrast to the padlock, carelessly drilled into the wood.
Open the padlock with a key.
The lock turns easily. You hear a click as the shackle pops open. Feels like electricity and a very small piece of nothingness.
Let's go.
As you do, you hear the echo of the doomed commercial area, its black holes and dusty machines. Then the feeling passes. A great whoosh of air rushes into the dark innards of the church, as though rushing to fill a great vacuum in the heart of the city.
Hey, we're in. Whoa. Kinda cool. Strange stillness fills you as you look ahead. You should walk here, not run. More the fort lighting pattern you saw outside. Oh yeah, I forgot how cool the music is here. Okay, hold on here. Radio frequencies, okay. Need shoes, alright. Okay, place the plane, colorful. Okay, these are just murals, alright.
The silence in this part of the church, it's almost palpable. All the shifting matter and shuffling of living things is gone. Nothing seems to exist beyond the church anymore. Maybe if you were to stand in just the right spot, even your footsteps would be completely silent.
Wait, I think I hear something.
And then it's gone. Almost all of it. But for the faintest of hums, you can hardly hear your own breathing.
Yell as loud as you can.
Your voice is barely audible. Not a howl, but the softest of whimpers.
Stomp your feet and clap your hands.
You produce a few muffled thumps, after which the silence feels even more total, somehow.
What's happening?
The lieutenant points to his ears and shakes his head. Then
yeah, you can't hear me.
Can you hear anything?
Almost nothing. It's beginning to worry me. Not really, but it's extraordinary. I've never experienced anything like this.
I wonder why the church was built with such strange acoustics.
His detached tone conceals how uncomfortable.
I don't think it's acoustics, man. It's probably nothing, just our imagination. Whatever it is, it's definitely real. Something odd is happening around us.
The lieutenant doesn't reply, but you can sense him tense up next to you.
Look up the tower, the bell tower.
The orderly rows of ceiling panels become barely visible, then disappear completely in the darkness of the tower overhead.
Try to see beyond the shadows. There's a bird inside.
It's like there's something moving up there. A shadow has emerged from the tower and it's making its way toward you through all the other shadows.
Follow the shadow's movements.
It's not a shadow anymore, becoming more substantial as it gets closer. The shape of an animal descends.
Officer, is there something up there?
The lieutenant follows your gaze, attempting to see whatever it is you're seeing.
Oh no, you've lost sight of it. Where did it go?
On the ceiling?
Yes. The darkness makes the ceiling feel infinitely far away. It's climbing. Climbing down, holding on the beams.
Blink. Oh, there he is.
You see something hanging from the rafters,
The
looking
crab man.
straight at you with dark eyes.
Okay.
Maybe it's possible to talk to it.
His name is Tiago. Okay. Interesting.
The shadow is a man. A man made of the same stuff as the carpentry of the building. He is studying you intently. The crab man.
Are you the crab man?
The man leaned forward a little, fixing you with a steady, unreadable gaze, then speaks.
Habitual alcohol use has made you into a scared little pussy, Holmes. But don't worry, everything's gonna be alright. You come to the right place.
The right place for what?
Here you can receive the mother's love. And when you're ready, she will take your hand and lift you out of the despair at the bottom of that bottle.
This man is obviously a habitual narcotics user. Do we really need to question him?
I'm put off by this religious stuff, he thinks. And maybe the ceiling climbing, too. It's all very hard to square with the lieutenant's own view of reality. Hey, and what was that about the bottle again?
Okay, Latro.
You haven't even
Shut up.
drank that much lately.
Shut up.
Lay off it already.
I'm a policeman. I need to talk to you. I'm a policeman. I need to talk to you about police things. I don't know anything about alcohol abuse. Yeah.
Oh yeah, sure. You don't know anything about alcohol use. You got it all under control, Way. I could smell the control all the way over here.
Okay, fine. I'm struggling, but you don't need to lecture me. I know what I need to do.
Not all of it. I was like you once. You don't know all the havoc Albino is wrecking on your mind and your spirit. Necesita parar, homie.
You know, actually,
Need to
since
stop.
we're here, you may want to pay attention to what the ceiling climber is saying.
Look at these crazies. What is this shit?
For some reason, I feel like you have a point there.
Don't trust me. Trust the mother. I'm
Wasteland
only
of
the
reality.
messenger, Holmes. This is the Church of the Mother of Silence. You are welcome here.
He sways gently in the beams, waiting for you to take it all
This
in.
Mother of Silence sounds like a serious player. You might want to be careful until you find out what you're dealing with.
Okay, I'm going to ask you again. Are you the crab man? Some ravers want to turn this place into a nightclub. Do you know where the other spooker is?
Other spooker? Oh, esa viejita es muy estudiosa. Don't know, Holmes.
Wait, so there is another person living in the church. It's a viejita?
No. I just call her viejita because of her clothes. She's actually quite young. Or maybe not that young. Age is just one of the many masks we wear.
That's a great line,
Wait.
actually.
What if it's Ruby?
Did it ever seem to you like she was hiding here from something?
The lieutenant seems to be thinking the same.
You mean like a fugitive?
Check this out.
No, man. Quite the opposite. I don't think she cared much about authority or anything else for that matter. Maybe only about her machines.
I see. And where is she now?
I told you, Holmes. I don't know.
How can you not know that's when you both live here?
Don't really follow her comings and goings. Just see her typing on her computer now and then. We got different interests.
So you've got nothing else to tell me? How she looks, what she does, who is she?
I'm afraid not, Essay. You just have to wait until she comes back, or...
I wonder if she's coming
Or
back.
search
ever.
through her radio computer.
Yeah. Or that, yeah. I'm going to ask you again, are you the crab man? Some ravers want to turn this place into a
The
nightclub.
ones in the tent outside, right? I see them. Think they scared of me.
Wait, do they have a reason to be scared?
Nah, man. They look pretty funny. And I don't harm no one anymore. Anyway.
What do you think about the nightclub, that
Why
is?
not? They wouldn't bother me none. I'm usually way up there, imbibing. Ain't no music on earth that can reach where I go. Might even be nice to have some company.
Okay, so he doesn't mind.
He said that in spite of
at
himself.
all.
He's
Sure.
more attached to the human than he'd like to think.
Okay. Okay then, thanks. Let's check out the computer. We can also interact with the mural. Let's check out the computer then.
A machine stands in the corner, watched over by
Soft
the figures
electricity.
on the stake.
Another radio computer.
Yeah.
And this time it's already turned on.
These machines sometimes harbor traps, he thinks. Alarm systems and the like. Let's be careful.
We should probably let it be. It's becoming clear that there's no trace of the suspect anywhere inside the church.
Yes, but this machine looks just like the one in Doomed commercial area.
It's also quite similar to the one we have down at the station. Must be the same model.
The one you saw earlier was the Ream Civic. This is the Ream Prefect, a model number RC7024, equipped with a Feld mainframe and a Ream-compatible interim printer.
Wait, let me just investigate it.
You see fluorescent play and print buttons on the keyboard. A hatch connected to the central compartment is wide open. The lieutenant says nothing. You see the machine's glowing frame reflected back from his diamond-shaped glasses. You're free to proceed.
Okay, let's press print.
Nothing
See what happens. Okay.
The speaker comes to life. Static seeps through the machine's planar magnetic driver. An old lady greets
Oh,
you.
it's the same one
Good
from before.
afternoon. Votre accident on Saint-Brun. This is the East Insulindian Repeater Station 1. Please repeat. Is this the personal log?
It's the same old woman you spoke with through the radio computer in the doomed commercial area.
Fortress accidents like the one in the Doom commercial area.
I have two machines registered to this company name in Martinez. One on Saint-Brun, the other on Rue de Saint-Ghislaine.
Saint-Brun. That's the church.
Mm-hmm.
And Rue de Saint-Ghilaine? That's the doomed commercial area.
Anything else I can help you with?
Sorry, I forgot to look inside the core to check what filament is inside.
Please end the call and do that.
Yeah, I should do
Goodbye.
that.
The machine's keyboard behind
inside
the
the
hatch
compartment.
sits a cube-like crisscross of filaments, smoldering in the dark like fireflies. Silver tape on the side says, in black marker, log, February to March. Another filament memory. Press play to talk with the repeater.
Okay.
The speaker.
Good afternoon. Votre accident on Saint-Brun.
Looked inside the cord, but the type of filament just said log February March.
Good. Please repeat the password.
Let's look around. There's no use trying to guess the answer. Maybe he knows something.
Oh. Okay. I don't know the password.
Received. Votre
Let's ask him.
accident. Goodbye.
The machine's keyboard.
Okay. Let's ask Tiago. And we can also inspect this. Now that we are here. Portable antenna. Okay. And this. Right. Speakers in the church. Alright. Let's talk to this guy. Again.
Oh, hey, wait. There's coffee in the back. Oh, wait. I meant the mother's love.
Coffee in the back. Something familiar about that. Coffee and stale cookies.
If you by any chance are the viejita, say the password to work radio
Too
computer.
many times essay. You need it for something.
Yes, it's for a first-degree murder investigation in Martinez.
Don't sweat it, vato. The password is afterlife death. What you think of that?
Okay.
Makes me almost pity La Nidita Pequeña when I hear it. Look, man, I'm at liberty to talk about the sacred blaze of the mother's glorious heart, but not about the coffee.
Sure.
I think we're done here, essay.
That was an interesting conversation. However, I'm still not sure whether we'll find our suspect here.
We'll find out. Let's tell the password and see where this goes.
The machine's keyboard. The
Play.
speaker.
Good afternoon. Votre good. Please repeat the password.
Afterlife, death.
Good. I have unlocked the filament. After ending the call, please press print to access the filament. Fortress accident. Is there anything else I can do for you today?
No, I'm good.
Goodbye.
The machine's keyboard is still. The printer prints out a long text document with dated paragraphs. It looks a bit like someone's journal.
Read the
The
printout.
first entry, made on the 4th of February, 51, by an unknown author, is short and concise. Arrived at the church. The door was boarded up, so I used the crowbar to get inside. Looks like the place has been deserted. Nothing out of the ordinary, but I'll ask around. Need to figure out how to get the electricity in. The lieutenant leans closer, scouring the printout over your shoulder. Just as you finish reading, he looks up, muttering under his breath.
4th of February. That's over a month ago. Whoever set up those machines has been here for quite a while.
Do you think this log might be connected to the case?
Our case? No, I don't think so. It must be some local eccentric.
Right, read the second entry.
6th of February, 51. Had a little chat with the local fishermen. Said I shouldn't go near that place, that the church was spooky and ridden with narcotics. It's a little spooky, all right.
And my hands are freezing.
Still haven't figured out the electricity. See? Even one of the spookers themselves says it's unnerving. What was that about narcotics? This could prove to be interesting.
Wait, narcotics?
I doubt that we can find any. It's just idle fishermen's gossip to scare away the kids. Nothing spooky about this place either. It's just abandoned and cold, and in an awful part of town.
Read the third entry.
7th of February, 51. Finally got the electricity in. Next on the agenda, a new antenna. I'm thinking ESCA series, something advanced.
Why would she need an antenna?
Why would anyone need any of this equipment here?
Read the fourth
8th
entry.
of February, 51. Bought the antenna, had some problems setting it up. Called Simo for help. Heard the others are back to making art. Drinking somewhere out of town. Sulislav started a rock band again. Lexi has been seen asking money from strangers.
Sulislav.
But at least the artists have their
I've heard that
act
name before.
together. They're qualified labor. They can get work anywhere. Graphic design, ads. The programmers are doing fine too. I mean, they're programmers. The writers, though, they're fucked. I just have to find out what caused that data loss and be done with it. Still don't understand how it managed to wipe out the backup, when the backup wasn't even connected to the front. I know. Everyone thinks it's impossible. They say I must be lying. I'm here to set it right.
Data loss.
Seems like something to do with radio computers. Unfortunately, I don't know enough about them to understand what the author is saying. Something
fair.
about the backup data getting destroyed, and how everyone thought it was the author's fault. Let's just keep reading.
Artists, programmers, Lexi. Where are all those people?
I think these people worked in the radio computer games business. The one we
Mhm.
saw in the Doom commercial area. They must
Yeah.
be our former co-workers.
Read the fifth entry.
12th of February, 51. Brought some food from the grocery store. Apparently, there's a strike going on in the harbor. Definitely not happy to see the Martinez people again. Everything's now set up in the church. Going to start working tomorrow, 8 a.m.
The strike. We are nearing the date of the murder. Keep reading. I'm interested now. I want to know what's that radio anomaly that sent this person here in the first place.
Okay, let's go to the sixth entry.
25th of February, 51. I've been sending data up to Lintel for a while now, trying to recreate the data loss, but nothing. Didn't even feel like logging in, the disappointment. But I did discover a curious audio-spatial anomaly at the back of the church. I've named it the Swallow. It swallows sound. Need to get some mics.
Okay, so this is a confirmation that it isn't the acoustic structure of the church.
Is she talking about?
Yeah, read the seventh entry.
28th of February, 51. Yes, the first recordings confirm that the swallow is real, and I'm not just losing my mind. It's a pillar of silence, with a diameter of approximately 3 meters. Seems like the higher I go, the less I record. This might be a coincidence, or it could be connected to the data loss that led me here.
The Pillar of Silence. She is talking about the silence.
Yeah.
Is she suggesting it's more than just an architectural quirk?
But what could it be?
The lieutenant doesn't answer. He follows your gaze, studying the basins. The water shines in them. No ripples.
Read the 8 sign.
March 51.
Entry, I mean.
Some kind of young disco men have appeared next to the church. I've been trying to record the silence to find the epicenter, but now it turns out I've also been capturing the future of dance music, one neo-disco song over and over again. Fortunately, the song is so monotonous, I was able to devise an algorithm to factor it out. The other day, one of the disco men came in. Before I could even say hello, she got scared and left.
Oh, the blonde girl.
Want anyone distracting me from my work.
Yeah. Okay.
That disco man must be a cell.
Yeah. She must be describing a cell.
Girl on the ice? Sounds like her, yes.
March 51. I got a call from the repeater station. Someone has tried to access the radio computer in our old office in Martinez. Can't do anything about it. The storekeeper still doesn't want to let me inside the building. Thinks I'm part of some kind of curse. How Martinez of her.
That's me. I was the one who broke into that radio computer, and the storekeeper must be Plaisance.
I knew it wasn't a good idea to meddle with the machine.
Shit.
No. It was a great idea. You're learning things. This is how you learn things about machines.
Read 10th century.
March 51. A new 2-meter aux cable. Noodles. Crackers. Ping energy drinks. Water. Toothpaste. Gum. Also, some canned air.
Canned air?
Your reading is interrupted by the sound of the church door opening. A strange woman makes straight for the radio computer.
Who's this? Oh yeah, dark hair, like he said. Oh. She is acting like we
Breaking
don't
into my
exist.
radio computer, I see.
Oh, okay. She holds the U off button for several seconds. The machine reboots.
Yes, you are breaking in, but not into her radio computer. You're a master circuit bender.
I do apologize for the intrusion, madame. We are with the RCM, you see.
I can assure I'm an expert circuit bender. We're looking for a suspect in murder investigation. Side case representing organizers. Mysterious legally lost identity.
No one's hiding here. It's
Okay.
just me and my computer, and it has been this way for weeks. Now please give me some room. I need 2 seconds to see that you haven't destroyed anything.
We should talk to her after she has rebooted the machine.
Can we talk to her now?
What is it?
I didn't break anything, did I?
No, you just printed out my personal log and wasted some paper.
Hey, are you the lead programmer of We're All Untethered by any chance?
Yes. Or no, not anymore. That project is dead.
She doesn't seem surprised to be recognized. Rather sad. Something passes over her face before she straightens her back.
I'm sure it has been 3 hours
I
already.
am Soona Luukkanen-Kilde, the former lead programmer of Fortress Accident and RSA radios. I have over 16 years of programming experience, and I'm proficient in both Vox and Orbis languages. If you're not here to hire me,
I'm
I
gonna
don't
pretend
really
to
know how
know
I can
who
help
these
you.
are. Help you? She turns back to the terminal.
That still doesn't answer what she's doing in an abandoned church.
Have you seen anyone suspicious? Say a woman called
What?
Ruby?
No one's suspicious around here.
Why are there so many machines in this place?
I brought them here. These are my machines. Please don't touch anything.
Why do you need the
I
antenna?
use the AR-1 as my RAIN prefix processing unit.
That's your radio computer, right?
Mm-hmm.
An antenna is its processing unit?
Yes? You really don't know anything about radio computers, do you?
Not really.
All right. Well, all radio computers perform operations up on air. So in order to gain more processing power, you need to invest in a good antenna.
And the AR-1, is that a good antenna?
I guess it is. So far, I've been quite satisfied with it. Martinez is an unstable region with bad coverage, and the operation has been surprisingly stable. But it's not the cheapest one on the market. So I wouldn't recommend it for your regular red tape. Anyway, You should do some research before you decide to buy anything. Ask around, compare the prices. There are many milieux dedicated to that sort of thing.
She liked telling me this. It can't.
Great.
Okay, this has been very insightful, but I'm gonna end the stream here, unfortunately. So we found Ruby, apparently. She's on some kind of underground space. And we have a lot to investigate in this church as well, so yeah. Thank you for coming. And tomorrow I will wait, tomorrow is Saturday, right? Yeah, Saturday. Saturday I won't stream, but I will be back on Sunday morning. I will do a longer stream maybe. And yeah, thank you for coming, Val, as always. And I'll see you next time. I'm not even gonna raid anyone because I really need to run. So yeah, goodbye. Bye bye.